What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Adrian here from Mateo Drones. How's everybody doing? I see we already have people in the house. They're waiting for me. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. Let me start by saying hi to my boy Jody, aka Drone Shots. How you doing, Doc Murdoch? Still a pleasure listening, meeting you in person, sir. How you doing, buddy? Mr. Brent Nuntley. How you doing, my boy? Thank you so much for coming in. Mr. Chris Witchworth, how you doing, sir? Thank you so much for popping in, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, hope everybody's having a great, amazing weekend. My weekend has been pretty much taking it easy. How you doing, Justin, aka Drums 863? How you doing, buddy? Thank you so much for popping into the stream, buddy. I appreciate you, man. We're gonna go ahead and trying to have a good show. Let's go ahead and talk about the DJI Fpv, which happens to be one of the drones that a lot of the people are attracted to. I know I am. I'm loving that bird so far. That drone flies amazing, handles great. Still getting used to it because I'm not a FPV guy yet, but I'm working on it. Working on it. Actually, as we speak right now, I'm actually working on a video waiting for it to be processed into the HD version on YouTube, and then I will make it public. But for the meanwhile, we're just here waiting for it. Also, let's go ahead and have our usual free for all Saturday where we talk about anything you guys want to talk about. It does not matter. The only thing we're not going to talk about here in my show is going to be sex. Nope. This is not a show about that. We'll talk about drones or whatever else you want to talk about. We might make a little laugh, you know what I mean? Laugh about something, but we're not talking about that. How you doing, Mr. Donnie, aka the View Chaser? How you doing, Chief? Thank you for coming in, man. I sent you your link, Don, if you want to go ahead and pop on in. Hey, Justin, I also went ahead and sent you a link to the stream if you want to pop on in. Hey, Doc Murdoch, I don't think I've ever had you on my stream before. Here's my email on the chat. Go ahead and email me if you want to go ahead and pop in, man. I'll be able to send you a link for you to go ahead and come on in. Chris H. Witchworth, I never had you on my stream either. There's my email right there. So if you want to go ahead and come on in, I will be more than happy to send you a link to the stream. And we have my boy E-Drone. How you doing, buddy? Thank you so much for popping in, man. Appreciate you, buddy. Man, your love and support is great. Appreciate it from the heart. Same here. Thank you so much, man. You also have a great stream, great show. Hopefully someday, I'll be able to come on your stream, you know what I mean, as a guest, as a regular person on the panel. You just let me know, buddy. You're more than welcome. Also, Eric, my email, you know my email already. If you want to go ahead and email me so I'll be able to send you a link to the stream, you are more than welcome. I'll actually be glad to have you on my stream if you want to go ahead and talk about drones, since you know a lot about it. Let's see. Oh, you painting, Daddy. No problem, man. It's all right, buddy. No biggie. Adrian will get to it in a bit. Car surgery. Car surgery almost done. Okay, whatever that means. That's fine, Doc Murdoch. I plan on it. Thank you, Eric. Anytime, buddy. Thank you so much, man. Now let me go ahead and bring my brother from another mother, Mr. Lon Dinard, who happens to be one of my regulars on my stream. This guy is my boy. Pain in the ass. A veteran, which I respect very much. Thank you so much, buddy. Let me go ahead and bring him on in.
What up?
What's going on? You finally sitting on your damn couch. I thought it was a background thing. That's actually a couch.
Yeah, it's a couch. It's a green screen.
Is it like a sectional? Is it a sectional couch?
Sectional.
Oh, okay. What's going on, Mr. Rigor Mortis? Thank you so much for coming in, sir. Really appreciate you, buddy. I appreciate your support, man. So, Lon, no, man, listen, man. I had all this set up, batteries fully charged, 3 batteries, 3 pack. Just got it yesterday. Popped the one in, ready to go. Burn one, about to pop the second one. Rain. So far, haven't been able to go out and fly. It's already dark now. You know what I mean? Yesterday it was beautiful, windy, nice, gorgeous day yesterday, bro. When I mean gorgeous, I mean nice. Today, crappy. Tomorrow, I think it's going to be worse.
Yeah, I had the same problem. I jumped up early this morning though and ran out and burned like 3 packs real quick before it started getting stupid outside.
It's ridiculous, man. How you doing, Mr. Sunrise Water Media? Thank you so much for popping into the stream, buddy. I really appreciate you, man. Mr. Ronald Lockwood, aka RL Photography. How you doing, man? Thank you so much for coming in. Yes, it is brother from another mother, but Lon, he just Lon. Don't.
I'm an actual brother.
When he's an actual brother, you don't just say brother from another mother.
I'm an actual brother. What up?
It is, Justin. And you know, Florida gets crazy, man, when it comes to the rain. And the rain season is supposed to be starting soon anyway, so that's gonna get even worse. What's going on, Mr. Drone Days? How you doing, buddy? Thank you so much for popping in, man. Hey, Drone Days. I did send you your link if you want to go ahead and pop on in, man. Justin, same for you, Drone A63. Ron, you got your link already, man. Come on in if you want to come on in. Rigor Mortis, I sent you a link as well, man. Let me go ahead and send eDrone a link if he able to join. Let me go ahead and get that email. That's Marvel 09. Okay, that should be easy. So Lon, how you liking that drone, man?
It's all right. It's the thing I was saying the other day. I fly the FPV drone for fun, and then if I want to get actual video and stuff like that, I'll break out one of the other drones. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's okay. The video's okay. I shouldn't dog on it so bad. It's not as bad as the Mavic Pro. I had to launch that thing the other day and compare it just to see, and it's not. The Mavic Pro it has a slower bit rate, so the video's not as good. You know what I mean? And the color science is better now too. But it's still, when you fly around a Mavic 2 Pro, you know what I mean, for 2-3 years, and then you do this, and then you hook this up, and you're like, you know what I mean?
Got you. Yeah. And I do want to go ahead and say what's up, Jim, aka Above and Beyond Drones. How you doing, man? Thank you so much for coming in, buddy. Your link is in your email, Jim, if you want to go ahead and join the panel, buddy. I also want to go ahead and thank Mr. Jim's joining for the love and support. How you doing, sir? Thank you so much for coming in, man. I really appreciate your support. Thank you, man. Thank you. I popped that thing on sports mode.
Right.
And it was windy, but I think it was fighting the wind. And I was going against the wind on purpose. Mm-hmm. And I was still getting 55, 60 out of it, even in the wind going against it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that thing is a beast, man. That drone is a beast.
Everybody says it's underpowered, and I guess it's like you got out of your Corvette and then you get in a Camaro. You know what I mean? And so you think a Camaro is underpowered because you got all these FPV guys. They're flying around their Ghosts and their whatever that do 120 miles per hour or whatnot. So they're all like, "Oh, this thing's underpowered," and this and that. And it's like, yeah, but if you put down a Mini, or a Mavic Air 2, and you pick this drone up, you're like, it's just stop.
Yeah. One thing that really pisses me off is I understand. I mean, there's people that do FPV. You know what I mean? That I got great respect for them, man, bro. When I mean they're great pilots, but not everybody does this, Lon. And I believe you and I talked about this before. But I don't like how some people that do only FPV, they get the DJI FPV drone and believe that the FPV drone is going to do exactly what the fuck a goddamn FPV drone does, and it's not going to happen. You know what I mean? You cannot get that DJI FPV drone to do everything you do on the other goddamn, FPV drone. It's not going to happen. You get some of it, you know what I mean? But you will never get that 100% true FPV like you used to. So stop bashing the fucking drone. It flies. To me, it flies amazing. To me, it's fucking.
It's all about perspective. You know what I mean? It depends on where you're coming from. Like I said, if it doesn't matter. I could give you analogies all day. If you step out of Ruth Chris after having a ribeye, and then you walk into, McDonald's and buy a hamburger, a Happy Meal, you're going to think McDonald's sucks. If you haven't eaten in 3 days and you get a Happy Meal, you think it's the greatest food you've ever had. It's all about perspective.
But I mean, again, you know what I mean? I respect everybody's opinion, and I get it. You know what I mean? Is called tunnel vision. You're right, Germs Droning. You're absolutely right, man. I mean, I'm sure that you love in yours. Lon do too. You know what I mean? I love mine. I mean, hell, I love every single one of my drones. I'm actually flying my DJI FPV drone more because, again, I've never really gotten into FPV. You know what I mean? So with this one, I actually want to get good at it. Like, I'm still learning. I'm still. Matter of fact, I'm working on a video as we speak. I'm just waiting for the HD version to be uploaded. You know what I mean? So I could put it, make it public. I was flying it just fine, Long. You know what I mean? Around my property. But there was some time where I got close to a tree. I panicked a little bit, and then you see me just kind of just stopped all of a sudden. You know what I mean? Because I'm still getting used to having the goggles. Again, I'm used to just my iPhone. You know what I mean? Watching the drone everywhere it goes. You know what I mean? Which is different. If you have your iPad or your iPhone and you're just watching that, you're not going to be able to zip around trees. You know what I mean? You don't even know. You know what I mean? You can't really see what's in front of you. You know what I mean?
Right.
But with the goggles, you see, like, wherever that drone goes, you go. It's like you're literally right there. So it was easy for me to just look around, my property. But there were several times where I got close to a tree or a branch and I just stopped. You know what I mean? Because I thought it was going to crash.
Yeah, it's different too, because when you fly with a phone or a tablet or a smart controller or whatever, you're like, you could do this. Oh, okay. When you're flying around something, you can look at the tree and you can look at your drone. You know what I'm saying? When you got the goggles on, you got to rely on what you see in the goggles. Now, the thing that I'm having, struggling, strong words, but it's, the field of view is a lot wider than what we're used to, and we don't realize it. I don't realize it yet. You know what I mean? I'm used to having this field of view with a Mavic, and now I got this field of view. And when you think you're close, you're not close. You know what I mean? You think you're close on the side, and you're like, 10 feet away. But you think you're close because of the way it looks. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly,
so, that's something to get used to.
Exactly. Let me see. Being do acro and lift. I remember when started barely done stable mode. Okay. I'm still working on normal mode, just droning. I'm also working on sports mode. So I'm actually still getting used to the yaw, you know what I mean? Making nice sharp turn, you know what I mean? Left, right, you know what I mean? Going up, down, all that good stuff. Once I get really comfortable with that, man, I'll be able to pop it into, a little manual mode for a little bit. And I'll just burn one battery, you know what I mean? Till I get used to it. Because, again, it's like when you were a kid. Shit, you got to crawl before you walk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you're riding when you don't know how to ride a bike, you got to fall down and bust your butt a couple of times till you get used to it.
Right.
Anyway, I do want to welcome Mr. Ray Kelly. Thank you so much for popping into the stream. Really appreciate you, man. How you doing? I saw somebody else. How you doing, Genius Joint? Thank you so much for popping in. I really appreciate your support. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for popping in. Hey, Ray Kelly, you got your link in your email if you want to go ahead and come on in to the panel. Genius Joint, I would like to have you in the panel someday, my friend. My email is in the chat if you want to go ahead and get it. You know what I mean? And come on in email me. I'm sorry, and I'll be able to send you a link. If you could just pop in for a few minutes. Well, let's see what Rick and Morty said. A lot of FPV folks scout the area that will fly and make note of hazards. And yes, Rick and Morty, exactly. You're right about that. Now, one thing that I tell you that I love about that DJI FPV drone, that I don't think that people will actually get on a true FPV drone is that I don't care where you at. I don't care how far you go. That H for the home point will always be there to guide you where to come back home. That way you don't get lost. That's one thing that I give DJI a lot of credit for doing. DJI did the freaking homework when it comes to the DJI FPV drone. And again, I think the drone is well made. I don't think I have one issue with it. It's, you know what I mean, 4K. With a freaking FPV drone, you only get what, 2-3 minutes, maybe 4 or 5 minutes tops. You know what I mean? But this one, even if you fly in full acro manual, you still get about 10, 12, 13 minutes of flight time, according to what people are saying on YouTube.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting.
Huh?
I get about 10 minutes.
Well, there you go. I mean, 10 minutes compared to 3, 2,
well,
3,
I park
4,
it.
5.
I park it at like 20, 25, percent though. I don't run it dead. A lot of guys who do FPV all the time, they run them dead. They run the batteries dead.
Yeah.
I park mine at like 20%, just like I do a Mavic. You know what I mean?
That's what I do. Matter of fact, my battery today, that last one that I burned, I think I left it at 25 or 27%. Because I started getting that. A matter of fact, my drone stopped in midair and told me from where I was, returning back home. And then I canceled it and I brought it back myself. You know what I mean?
Right. Hey, just real quick, Rigger brings up a point, because I know that people, when they buy stuff and they spend a bunch of money on it, they have a tendency to defend it. And he's right. I bought an 8K TV, and when people attack me about it, I go, I tell them why I bought it. And, they're like, oh, you're just defending it because you bought that, or you bought a Hellcat, you're defending it, or whatever you buy that costs a lot of money. But he's wrong in a sense, because we've done this math. You know what I mean? Everybody keeps doing this math, and people keep ignoring it. I was talking to Night Train the other day, and the bottom line is that the goggles are $600, okay? The controller's $200. A really good FPV controller is over $100, right? So then you got your incidentals, your charters, and whatnot that comes with it. So the drone itself only costs $400 or $500. A GoPro costs $400 to $450, a decent GoPro. Okay, the Hero 8 still costs $350 right now. Okay, so the idea that we spent too much money on this drone is idiotic. It really is. If you're going to get digital goggles anyway for $600, you go buy a Tyrannus or a Jumpmaster or a Radio Master for $100, $150. That's $750 right there. So now you're down. We're only $400 or $500 into this drone itself. Maybe
Exactly.
$600, let's call it. And that's still
Exactly.
$400. So I don't understand why people keep saying that it's overpriced. A 5S or a 6S, decent 5S or 6S drone is $400 or $500 all day long with no GoPro. You got to add a GoPro after that.
And what's going on? I want to welcome Mr. Bill, aka Metro Drones. How you doing, buddy? Thank you so much for popping into the stream. What's going on, Mr. Mike Nitrin? How you doing, sir? Ron, how you doing, buddy?
Captain, how are you? Lon, how are you?
Hey, Ron.
I'm doing all right, man. You look like you're about to go to sleep on me. You were just eating your nasty Doritos, Fritos, whatever it was. You sounded awake a little minute ago.
Yeah. Looking forward to getting home on Wednesday.
I hear you, man. Let me go ahead and get my phone, ladies and gentlemen. Give me 1 minute. I'll be right back.
Okay. Anyway, while he's gone, and the cost of the drone, I just don't get that. It's like people, and then they'll say, well, you can get into FPV for $200. Sure. And I can go to Walmart and buy a bicycle for $50. but I'm not going to win the Tour de France with that bitch. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's just, you know, you're not going to be able to build the FPV drone for $400 or $300 or $200. You know, and I just don't understand that, why people say that. It's weird.
I'm gonna build a little tiny hawk or something just to see if I've got the ability to fly one.
Right.
I wish I would have gotten under somebody's goggles, you know, when I was down here in Florida, just to see. Because I'll be honest with you, I don't know crap about FPV. You know,
it's pretty nice, Ron. Again, flying. How you doing, Drone Live RC? Thank you so much for popping into the stream. And we got Mr. JRC's in the house. Thank you so much for popping in, buddy. We got Mr. AC Drone Dude. How you doing, Chief? Thank you for popping in, man. Really appreciate you, bro. Anyway, it's a different beast when it comes to those goggles, Ron. I mean, I know that you're used to, you know what I mean, your iPad or your phone. But man, once you pop that pin, man, it's nice. You know what I mean? I mean, you really get that true, you know what I mean, like that true. It almost like it just immerses you into the page. You know, I found myself going like this a couple of times. You know what I mean, doing this, and then I had to sit down. You know what I mean, because I was about to fall on my ass a few times wearing, you know, the goggles. Let me go ahead and bring in Mr. Oh my, Mr. Laggy. Hopefully he's not lagging this time. Yeah, he is. He's still lagging. How you doing, Ray Kelly?
Hey, how you doing? Just call me Laggy. Right. That's okay, Adrian.
Your camera looks great, Ray. Your camera looks great, buddy.
How's everybody? How you doing, Lon? How you doing, Ron? Hey, Mike. Everybody in the chat. And, of course, Adrian. How you doing? Thank you for the invite.
Doing all right.
You guys were just talking about the $200 to get into FPV, basically. Yeah, you can buy a tiny hawk, and if you've never put on goggles or flown a drone or this or that, it's a point to start to see if you like it.
Yeah.
But you're going to have to make an investment for decent quality stuff if you're going to keep going with it. That's just to see. $200 is just to test it out, basically. You know what I mean? I
just don't want to spend a lot of money to find out, okay, I don't know how the hell to do this.
So, I mean, these are cheap motors. You get them like $50 for 4 motors. They're newbie drone flows. The frame was like $60. The flight stack in it, ESC and flight controller, you're talking another $120. You know, that's your base. Now you can add the DJI air unit from there. Oh, that's not counting your Crossfire receiver too. Your receiver is going to be another $20, you know. But then you can add your DJI air unit, or you can add a VTX and a camera. That's your difference. Right now, I just ordered a DJI air unit, the actual air unit, $179 straight up.
Okay.
So, I mean, add another $200 on it. I was building these 3 years ago for $200 all day long, but I have a radio.
Hey, Mike, hold on.
Charger.
Hey, Mike, I thought DJI stopped selling those, Lon. What Mike just said.
I just ordered mine from Newbie Drone. They've got them in stock currently.
Oh, okay.
They're not making them anymore, but they're
not going to continue to make them or whatever, but they still got product in line and this and that they were in process of, I'm sure. They were waiting on chips and whatnot for product. So they've probably still got like 1,000 or 2,000 of them sitting on an assembly line waiting on a freaking microchip. You know what I mean? Already processed to that point. Okay, we just need the chip to finish them up. That's product wasted if you don't use it. So they're going to utilize it.
Right.
But Newbie Drone just had a shipment in, and they've got them in stock. I ordered mine tonight. It's supposed to ship, so we'll see how long it takes. But, yeah, it's going to be limited as far as that. But they're going to continue to make a unit, but it's not going to be the same DJI air unit that we have now. It's going to be a V2, something like that. They're changing it up and modifying it some other way. I'm not sure exactly what they're going to do with it, but that's the speculations. They're just going to change it up. But they came out with an announcement that they're not going to discontinue totally making an air unit, just that air unit.
Well, I thought their partners are going to make them now.
Cadex is making the Nebula and the Cadex V stuff.
No.
Yeah, Cadex is handling it now.
Yeah, and those are like 10, 20 bucks cheaper depending on which one you get, but you're still talking 160 bucks. So that's an air unit. That's not counting all the other accessories. You still need your ESCs to run the motors. You still need a flight controller. You still need the frame to put it in. HD frames are a little bit more expensive because they're a little bit stretched out and more holes are cutting and all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, like this one was supposed to be able to take the DJI Air unit. So I ordered Nebula Pro thinking, oh, yeah, I didn't think about the fact that the camera won't reach from the front to the back for the air unit. So the cable's too short. Well, I've got the longest cable on the one that I've got. There's an 8 or a 12 you can get centimeter, and I've got the longer cable, still won't reach. So I'm going to have to go to the DJI Air unit because the cable's 20 millimeters or 20 centimeters.
Right.
So it's longer, it'll reach to the back, which this frame was officially done for. All the little TPU mounts that came with it and everything fit the air unit itself and everything. So I'm like, I just ordered one.
And you know, that's one thing that I agree with Jim's droning is that with this DJI Fpv, I don't have to go to no beta flight. I don't have to set nothing up. I don't have to do nothing but charge the batteries and go ahead and start flying. I don't have to build nothing. I don't have to
learn to fly.
I don't have to do nothing but just start start it up and fly. You know what I mean?
And you won't repair it either because it's going to cost you too much to get parts or this or that. You're going to end up sending it to DJI for care refresh, and they're going to swap you out with a different drone real quick, like they did to Jim. You know what I mean? They'll just throw out whatever next used one that they've refurbished there on the shelf is. Okay, here you go. Here's your new drone. You don't know what it's been through or anything, you know. Just some parts they took off some other shit, refurbished it around.
Well, you know, a lot of them are being sent back. You know that.
So,
I do want to welcome Mr. Dan, aka the droning veteran. How you doing, man? Thank you so much for popping in, buddy. Really appreciate you, brother.
1 year care refresh. It was for your first time. If you care refresh to get a replacement, it's $260, I think. And the second time, it's $276 or something like that.
And
260, 280, basically.
And that's on the 1 year plan.
And hey, I do
I'm sure.
I do want to say this though. I mean, rigor mortis do have a point, like you as well, Mike. If you do have your FPV drone and you do break something, there's a possibility that you could be up and running in a matter of a few minutes. With DJI, you won't be able to do that.
In the bag, dude. It plugs right into my phone. Light out there, my ESCs, all that shit. If I've got spare motors, I can swap them out while I'm out there. All that shit.
Right. But can you solder your GoPro back together?
No.
No. You're gonna send it back to GoPro.
Footage might be smashed up for the day.
Yeah, that'll put you done. You know, like I said,
it's like swapping out a camera though. The DJI camera unit itself, just the unit to put onto one of these quads is like $40-50 or something like that, just for the camera. That's not counting the air unit and the cable. That's just the camera itself. So you smash one of them for your video and you're out for the day pretty much too.
Guys, give me a minute. Hey, how you doing, Michael McGrain? How you doing, Chief? Thank you for coming in. We got Mr. Bob Casey.
Hey, Mike.
In the house. How you doing, man? And Justin asked a question here. Do you think you could take the guts out of a DJI Fpv drone and put it in a small home build? Rigor mortis say you can.
Yeah.
If that's the case, I don't know, but I don't know about that.
Into a different frame. If you want to go design the frame around, pull it out, and it's basically a big brick inside. Cyclone FPV, because the goggles come out with a different setup or whatever. He's got one that's put into a brick for the FPV drone so that you can flash your goggles and get them all activated off this brick that he'll send you so you can activate yours and send back or whatever. But it's a big old brick to put into another drone, but you could do it.
Well, you could do anything.
I'm assuming that you could do it if you know what you're doing, right?
Yeah, to put it on a big old 12-inch, beast rig or something like that and fly around. You'd have a blast with it, I bet.
Maybe.
10-inch, 12-inch beast class, something like that.
Yeah, it would have to
I mean,
be,
there's no
that's
doubt
like
you guys were
a
having
big old
a
prop.
great.
Then it'd
Mike,
be
you
fun.
guys were having a great time flying those drones there. Man, I was impressed.
Oh yeah, I've been trying to get out today, but we had a break in the weather. It was like 70 something out, and it was nice. It was supposed to rain by like 1. I was like, I ain't even gonna worry about it. It wasn't raining at like 10, 11, 12. I'm like, all right, I'll run into town, see if there's any. Man, the parks, everybody was out walking dogs in all the park areas and everything. I couldn't find no place to really fly anything. I was like, screw it, went home.
Yep.
I do want to thank Bill Metro Drones for all the love and support. Thank you so much, buddy. If you're listening, man, I appreciate you, man.
yeah, there's people out there that want to do what you do, Mike, or Rigger does, or whoever does. Sit down, solder, put it together, think around with it, program
That's
it.
how I got into it, though.
Like
Back
with the
when I
big-
got into the FPV thing, that's all the only way you could get them. There was no ready to fly builds, really. I mean, you're
There
paying
wasn't any when I
$400 or
started out.
$500 for an e-sheen piece of plastic with a board that breaks and you're done. And yeah, it wasn't worth the money back then. You know, it was all different. There was a lot of work to it then.
Right.
So
When I started on camera drones, there weren't ready to fly drones either.
Yeah.
Paired AR Drone 1 was the first ready to fly camera drone.
What's that big old red and white DJI?
I still got it. It's
The
hanging on the
flywheel.
wall.
The flywheel.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I was building my own drones
whatever.
back in the day too. I was building my own drones back in the day too, and that was a pain in the ass. And I'm not interested in going back. I don't want to build my own motorcycles anymore. I don't want to build my own cars anymore, and I don't want to build my
I like
own.
to tinker a little bit. Some of us don't.
Yeah,
though.
you know,
A lot of the FPV pilots will find somebody that likes to tinker. Like Merck, he doesn't build his drones anymore. He's got somebody else building that shit for him, dude. He doesn't like to do the tinkering so much either, but he likes flying and he's good at it. And now he's got so much other stuff. He just has somebody build his shit for him.
That's the way to do it.
To have somebody build for you, though. It's expensive too.
yeah. Ken was talking about starting a service like that with DroneWorks, where they pre-built your drone, and then if you broke it, you can send it back to DroneWorks to fix it for you.
Well, Rotor Riot's doing that kind of thing with a little bit of care refresh and this and that and rebuild purchase warranties and whatnot, but it's limited on their warranties because, I mean, carbon fiber, you can cut it this way, that way, the other way. You chip it the wrong way, it's going to snap or crack or break or delaminate, or it's so hard to work with, but you'll get that with carbon fiber. But for $100, I can replace the whole damn frame, and that's the expensive frames, you know what I mean? So most of the time they've got arms that you can replace for $10-20 or something, and you're back up in the air in a few minutes. The motors are pretty robust. They take a beating. Trust me, they take a beating. I've killed some. They do take a beating.
It's all to each their own, man. You know, my way is not the right way. You know, my way is the right way for me. Your way is the right way for you.
It's what you want your hobby to be. What part of the hobby do you want to enjoy? You don't have to enjoy it all.
I don't want to build my own TV either.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, for real
Yeah,
though.
hooking up all this computer shit in the computer so I can edit. Now, I didn't want to do all that. I'd have got into fucking, I'd done that in college or something.
It just blows my mind. You know, people act like that's the only way to do it. You got to build it from the ground up, or you're not a real FPV pilot. I don't want to be a real FPV pilot. I want to go out and have a good time, fly around, get some pictures or some shit, come home, download it, you know, post a video to YouTube and go do my other hobby. You know what I mean? I don't want this to be my life. You know, I want to spend an hour.
I got into the tinkering too, though. So I got into 3D printing because of FPV drones, because I wanted to print my own damn mounts. I wanted to save money. Having somebody else print them plus shipping, talking $30 for a GoPro session mount. I can print it for like $3. You know what I mean? It's just time then. So I was like, yeah, we need to print. So I ended up getting into printing. Because speaking of that, how's them pink mounts look there, Adrian? They work out well? How's them pink mounts I sent you?
Yeah, thank you so much for that. I mean, I actually got them today. No, I haven't. I got to get that special tool for me to open the The drone, because they come with like a star screws on it. I gotta get that little piece for me to take them apart. I haven't done it yet.
The red filament flowed in through the nozzle stills, and I was trying to print them white, so it'd be more towards the drone. And they ended up getting a pink tint to them on the first set of them. So
and you were jackass by doing that. You know that, right?
Yeah. I was like, well, he's got extra
right?
in case he needs an emergency. He can put a pink one on there.
Okay, Mike, you know you were jackass for sending me pink pieces, right?
Yeah. So the wife sells jewelry. Okay. So she buys these like foam bags, the bubble wrap bags for shipping and whatnot. They got the self-sealing, but they're pink. So she sent him the package in the pink bubble wrap too. He was
hey, Bob,
That's great,
send you
Bob.
your link if
I'm
you want to
glad
join
you're gonna
in.
get that. Yeah, I'm glad you're gonna get that Mavic Air 2S, Bob.
I told him I'd only charge him his daughter for the cost. Good one, right, Ron? I was like, we'll just play that one in. I said, your daughter. I was like, no, man. Really? He's like, I'll kill for her. Any of you. Yeah.
Mike, I do have a question for you. And I think I asked you this before.
Probably.
When you talk, you keep rubbing your damn beard. Why you keep doing that, man? That's kind of weird.
Because I'm an old man and I like it.
Your wife should be doing that for you. Stop doing it on my
You
freaking
want her in
stream.
here rubbing my beard on your live stream? I think it's inappropriate, brother.
We'll have no rubbing on the live stream. There'll be no rubbing.
She woke me up a few hours
Adrian,
ago.
I don't even got a beard. Look.
I know you don't.
Dude, you're over there chewing on shit because you're so damn nervous. So what are you talking about?
He's sexually frustrated.
Look at, I bet he chews his fingernails too. I bet he chews his fingernails too, Ron. You like ice cubes, do you, Adrian?
Hold on. Wait a minute, Mike, hold on. Say that again, Ron.
I think you're sexually frustrated.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Hey, Ron. Hey, Ron, a little bit. Just a little bit.
So, do you like ice cubes, Adrian? Do you eat a lot of ice cubes?
Oh, you know what? Let's change the subject. It's not about me.
It's a sign of needing.
It's not about me. This is not about me. You see what you started, Ron, with your bullshit?
You want us to go back to the pink envelope?
No, Jack. And oh, wait a minute, Ron. And then he gonna send me a text talking about Adrian. Don't throw away that pink envelope. You might use it for something else.
Well, I figured your daughter might want it to ship something to a friend or something. It's pink.
Because they got bubble wrap in it.
Yeah, it's pink bubble wrap, dude. It's a good shipping envelope, man.
I'll be damned.
We reuse all kinds of shipping shit, dude.
So
the orders coming in boxes and stuff.
So I don't know how true this is, but I heard that the Mavic Air 2S is supposed to be coming out on the 15th, and if I'm not mistaken, that will be next week Friday. Am I right?
Yeah,
Thursday.
The 15th, yeah, Thursday.
And I think I already see somebody's face that lit up like a Christmas tree. They're actually gonna get it when it comes out. He's a guy that he wearing glasses. He actually sucking on something right now. He got a ugly hat with the little.
What's ugly on my hat? Oh, because it's not flat.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Now it is.
Adrian, you have to get the proper curve. You really do.
No, bullshit. No, that's not true.
Gotta be at an angle.
No.
Yo, what up, yo?
Like this. Flat.
We do got the baseball team today, though. Everybody's got the caps on.
Hey, Lon, this is for you, man.
Adrian's got almost a normal hat on.
Dude, I'm not that big. I'm like 6'4" and about 260.
You're a big son of a bitch. Stop lying.
6'4". I was telling everybody you're 6'6".
No, I'm only 6'4".
You're bigger than me.
I'm slightly bigger than Adrian.
Well, everybody's bigger than Adrian.
He's trying to be nice.
Hey, Lon, if I'm not mistaken, you're pretty familiar with that drone. Answer Mike Kenny for me about what he just said.
Got a 1-inch sensor, but not like the 2 Pro. It's got a 20 megapixel 1-inch sensor, no variable aperture. The jury's still out on 10-bit for some reason. But
hey, Stevie, case, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah, it's 1 inch, and yeah, I hear it's phenomenal. Okay, the video coming out of it, it's stupid. That's what I hear. But we'll see come Thursday.
How you doing, Mr. Stevie, aka Capture Live Connection? How you doing, buddy? Thank you so much for popping in, man.
You know, a lot of people are going to be getting that Mavic Air 2S. No doubt about it.
Now, I do have a question, though. I wonder why is it that DJIs actually keep pushing all these drones back to back? What the hell is going on?
Because they got lawsuits to cover, brother.
It's all about making money, Adrian. They want to make money.
Hey, Ray, I understand that it's all about making money, but if you notice, nobody's actually competing with DJI right now. Like, nobody really pushing.
Nobody's got the people to compete because China created the COVID. Oh, did I say that on a live stream? Shit, there goes your...
Oh. There go my subscribers.
Well, Fimi came out with the Mini to compete with the Mini 2, so we'll see how that drone turns out. Maybe a flop. I hope not. Seeing I ordered one.
Good luck.
Hold on. What did you order? The Fimi Mini?
Good luck.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I ordered it.
What's going on, Mr. Brandon Longley? How you doing, Robert S? How you doing, brothers? Thank you so much for coming in, man. I really appreciate you. And we got.
Oh, sorry. That's something.
We got Mr. Birthday Boy. I'm about to go ahead and bring him in. He actually grew a beard and a mustache finally, all the way from Denver, Colorado. I mean, there he is. What's going on, Art? How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Art. How you doing, buddy?
Got goatee straight up. So,
congratulations again on 3 years, Art.
Well, thank you.
How do those goggles
fit your
face?
Good to see you.
How do the goggles fit your face, Adrian?
I'm enjoying my birthday cake right here. Get another.
Hey, Mike Kenny, I did send you your link if you want to come on in, sir. Matt Condiv, your link is in the email also if you want to come on in. Also, Justin, John 863, your link is in the email, man. I also heard that Best Buy already got them in the shelves, if I'm not mistaken.
I printed it, Lon. Instead of buying it, I just printed it, bro. Holds 2 SD cards and 4 antennas.
I've seen a bunch of those.
It was on Thingiverse. I'm like, I'm printing it. Fuck that. Hey, Adrian, how do the goggles fit your face?
They actually fit. They fit pretty good, but I ordered one of those little foams around, that goes on the ring that will make it, a lot better for me.
This is the other way: is you put a wedge in there, so there's a print that you can put the wedge in to make them a little bit tighter around the outsides.
Okay.
So it just prints in there and then you Velcro it in. But it fits on both sides so that they're tighter on my face.
Hey, Adrian.
The light leakage way out on the outsides. But the
go ahead, Ron.
Hair is better
I got to get ready for shift change. So.
All right, Ron. Thank you so much for coming in, buddy. I appreciate you.
All right, Ron.
You guys.
We'll see you
later, man.
Have a good day.
Lon's got the good phone.
Yeah, I bought the good phone.
Yep.
Hey, Lon, hold on a second. Hold on. Let me see that again.
It's like twice as thick as the regular DJI.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, without foam, that means you have it feels better in the face, around your face too.
You wear your glasses when you fly though, don't you, Lon?
No, I bought.
Oh, you got the diopters?
Mm-hmm. I bought inserts. I ordered them from Germany.
Yeah.
They make them custom to your prescription.
Germany or over in the United Kingdom. There's a couple spots, but yeah.
Yeah, they make them. I sent them a copy of my prescription, and they made the inserts to my prescription.
Sweet.
Okay. What's going on, Mr. Tim Jackson? How you doing, buddy? Thank you for coming in, man. Really appreciate you. Hey, Tim Jackson, your link is in the email if you want to come on in. Also, my contact again, man. The link is in the email if you want to come on in, buddy.
Yeah, pimp.
Hold on, let me see that.
Shit
Now,
They're
matches his
cool.
drones, bro.
Very, very cool looking.
I
That
like
shit
that, man.
matches his
I like
drones
that.
all the way, dude. His
That's
Mavic,
badass,
all
man.
that shit match it.
They got some skins for these goggles that'll blow your mind. They got some zombie ones. They got all kinds of it's nuts.
Show the FPV drone. Show Adrian how it matches up.
You already got a
Very
skin
stylish.
for them
Very
too?
stylish.
Yeah, dude, he's already pimped it out, dude. He totally pimped it.
Oh no, you
Oh,
did not
cool.
do that
Oh, look at that.
bullshit.
Yeah, dude,
There
that
you
looks
go.
slick.
Now that's sweet looking.
That's
Yeah.
badass, man.
It matches the goggles and all that stuff. His
Makes
Mavic
it
are the
easy
same
to
design
find when
type
it
thing.
crashes in the water.
That
Yeah,
looks
you might
pretty
be able to
sweet,
see
man.
it easier.
Damn. That looks nice. I like
Even
that.
the battery, damn. That's sweet.
I like that. I do
I
want to
have to
go
hit
ahead and
I have to get a link for the skins. See what they've got.
got you, man. I do
I
want to
gotta
welcome
find
Mr. Mike Roach. Media, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for coming in, man. I really appreciate you.
How you doing, Mike?
Hey, I do want to
Tim
welcome
Jackson.
our Tim Divine. How you doing, Tim? Thank you so much for popping in. Hey, Tim and Divine and Tim Jackson, your link is in the email. If you want to come on in, Mike Roach, your link is in the email too, buddy. If you want to come on into the panel, man, I really appreciate you guys. Hey, I do want to go ahead and tell you guys, man. Hey, if you guys notice, actually, I do not just have the regular StreamYard. I actually do pay that monthly fee to actually allow 10 people to come on in. So if you want to
All
chip
10.
in a couple of pennies, man, you know what I mean, to help me with the channel, I really appreciate you, man. Anyway, Art,
Yes.
anytime you do that toffee thing, man, how do you do it? Because I can never figure it out. How do you do that?
I do what?
When you do like the
Oh,
little
there you go.
giveaway of the toffee, the candy, whatever it is
Oh.
you do.
You know what? I'll put the link in.
Because I can never figure it out, man, anytime you have it.
Okay. Here is. I'll put the link in. Okay, let's.
Just put it in the chat. We'll get it.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Okay. Now, while he's doing that, I got a question for you. Lon, where did you buy the skin? Can you pop something on the chat for it?
They're Decal Girl. And
Yeah,
they're
skin lady.
the
Yeah,
most
Decal Girl.
famous,
Now,
skin company. Period. Decal
now,
Girl.
now is she on Amazon, or I mean, is she got a website?
She's got her own website. Just Google Decal Girl, and it'll
Okay.
pop right up. They
Okay.
make about 50 different ones, and they'll make custom ones for you too if you want.
Now, how fast did you get it?
Couple days. I don't know, 2-3 days. They make a bunch of them. They make a really good one for Night Train. It's all green and shit.
Uh-oh.
I almost sent you a link the other day. Hey, Mike, you have that link for the braces? I sent you the link because you were saying you wanted the braces.
I just grabbed them from DJI today. They were available.
Yeah, I sent you the link because they came up available. So
Hey, Mr. JRCs, I do not have super chats. It's actually, you have to send it. If you want to send it, you have to do it through the PayPal or Cash App. But I do not have
Decal Girl skins and wraps.
I do not have what you call it. My channel is not
AdSense?
monetized, so I don't have the super chats.
Oh,
How you doing, Mr. Bill? Ronan, how you doing, man?
Ronan, how
Thank
you
so much
doing,
for
buddy?
coming in, sir.
Oh, there we go.
Bill? Cool.
What does
There you
that
go.
mean, Lon?
Decalgirl.com. There's the website. So
that's
the main
Matilda's daughter.
Okay.
That's Matt Cundiff's daughter. Her name is Abigail. I call her ABG.
TheCardGirl.com. Okay, I'll have to
That's
check
cool.
it out, man.
They got them for your phones and everything. So, I mean, it's like
Oh, cool.
your game controllers, all that shit, Adrian. Oh, there's a whole listing for drones itself. Oh, look at that camouflage on the Mavic already, straight off the top. Yeah. Make it all green wrap. Oh shit!
Cool.
That'd be sweet, actually.
We're gonna have to play with that a bit. For some reason,
No.
YouTube wants to be scrolling over on me.
Now, Lon, I got a question. Another question on the decal girl, whatever it is. I'm assuming that you have to make an account on that website.
You can just use PayPal.
Okay. And you say you got the skin pretty fast?
Yeah, I'd say in less than a week. I don't know. I mean, yeah. Oh, and they warranty them too, by the way. If you mess it up installing it, they'll send you a new one.
Okay. All right. How you doing, Jackson RC Aviation? How you doing, buddy? Thank you so much for popping in, and I really appreciate you. Now, I did watch Jim's drone in video. He also got the Fpv drone too, and he put a nice, beautiful skin on his remote and the drone, and it looks pretty badass.
Cool.
And I think he also said he got it from Decal Girl as well, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, there's like 3
Yeah,
companies.
I think I remember him saying that before. I hear that Decal Girl in Jim's voice. I just hear it.
Hey, Matt Condit, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate you, buddy. Thank you for the love and support, man. Thank you, bro. That means a lot, man. Also, Metro Jones, thank you, man. Really appreciate you, buddy.
I'm not worried about weight with that DJI FPV rig. I guarantee that.
Nope. So I put the braces on, my decals. I'm like,
yeah.
How much does it weigh?
Braces weigh.
How much does it
braces weigh? I'm like,
How much does it weigh with the battery, Lon? Mike?
900 grams.
Is it? What is the actual? Let's get a real.
I don't know. You can look it up. It's not light, so I can tell you that. It's about the same weight as the Mavic 2 Pro, I think.
It takes dropping.
It's heavy.
Adrian, how much does it weigh? You'll know, right? How much?
The drone, I believe, I haven't weighed it yet, but I believe it weighs like 800 grams, I believe, if you're talking about the DJI FPV drone.
Yeah, maybe $795 or $895. I can't remember. You got
I think it's almost 900 grams, I believe. I think so.
I'm trying to figure out how I could weigh it on a scale, and I can't get it flat.
It's got to be good in the wind, then. The wind won't really affect it, right?
Oh, yeah. There we go.
No, it's not too bad. I mean, it's all about design and aerodynamics.
Can you show us? Oh, hold on one second, guys. I do want to welcome
791.1 grams. It's saying.
How much?
791.1.
Oh,
is that with the battery?
That's with the battery in it. So I teared the scale. Let me.
Nice. Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Nice.
Well, there you go.
Pretty heavy.
Yeah.
You know, so that scale is 791.
I do want to welcome Mika Steve. Thank you so much for popping in.
You say that's pretty heavy, Adrian, but
yeah,
the go-to range for an FPV quad that we're freestyling, not racing. Racing, you're shooting for about 500 on a 5-inch, but your go-to weight somewhere around 800 grams for an FPV freestyle quad, 5-inch. So it's pretty comparable to an FPV quad, really. That's with the GoPro. Like my Alien rig, I think is 870 or something like that, 879. That's with the GoPro 8. So that's not a bad weight, really.
I do want to welcome again Mika Steve. Thank you so much for coming in. Also, Chuck, Covaxion Drone, Agraphy, and he actually in the green room. Give me 1 minute, Chuck, and I'll bring you in, buddy.
I like that I can leave the props on in that case.
Good morning, Tim Jackson.
Yep, that's the way to go.
I'm waiting for Tim to go ahead and jump into the panel, but he won't do it yet. He probably still sleeping or waking up.
He's probably still in his pajamas.
That thing's nice. Nice compartments and stuff. All kinds of storage. Yeah, I like how the batteries are to each side of the quad.
And then you got the...
Yeah, then 3 more down below.
How you doing, Ken? Mr. Placer here. Oh my God, Ken, I haven't been here in a while. How you doing, buddy? Thank you so much for coming in, man.
Who's Ken?
You'll have to give Adrian
Who's that guy, Ken?
You have to get Adrian a link to that case
Hey,
there,
Chuck.
Lon,
How
because
you
you know
doing,
he's
Chuck?
going to need that.
Hey, how you guys doing?
He just said he ordered 3 more batteries, right?
I know that guy over there.
Yeah.
Hey, Chuck, how you doing?
Way
Good.
over there.
Over there. Up there. And over there.
Yeah, you know
We're
everybody. You all
surrounding
right?
Art. We're hovering around Art. That's
Going
what we're doing.
around.
We're all hovering around Art.
Happy
Yeah,
birthday,
yeah,
Art.
yeah,
3
yeah.
years, man.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
Ken, we haven't heard from you in a while, man. How you doing, buddy? We miss you over here, man. All
what I
so
missed,
let me go ahead and check something real quick, fellas.
I had the FPV drone all wrong. I picked up the goggles weight from the DJI specs.
Yes, you did, because I was about to say that drone is way more than that.
Failed.
Yeah, you did. Yes, you did, Chuck, because it's not 420. You wrong.
420 is a good number, but not for.
He's thinking about getting high. That's why.
Night Train's not in the room for that.
No,
So,
too
Chuck,
bad.
so Chuck,
Hey,
I got
Adrian,
a-
I took
Yeah,
my
go
boat
ahead,
to an
man.
island. I took
Go
my
ahead, Ray
boat to
Kelly.
an island yesterday and
Say
flew
what
the
now?
Mavic Air 2 from the island. It's called Peanut Island here in Palm Beach.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
How did you like it?
Cool.
Well, it was good. Yeah, I was able to land it back on the beach, so it was good.
Anytime you don't make a
Yeah,
water lane
anytime
under
a
the
drone
drone,
comes
is
home
good.
is a good time.
That is right. Fact. Night Train, you're awesome, man.
Nice. Trent is a jackass. Don't call him awesome.
I have lost in 4 years of flying drones. I've lost 1 drone, and it was an indoor sharper image DX2 that I was not supposed to fly outside, and I did anyway.
Oh yeah, wind carrier. What
That's straight up operator error. That little
Yep.
thing was maybe 28 grams out there. The wind just
You know what? How many times have I heard this story with these dudes that, like these sales guys I talk to all the time? Oh, you guys are, I'm into drones and stuff. Oh yeah, I bought one for my kid, and like he took it outside, and the wind got it. And it's like
haven't seen
1,000
the first
times.
$80 I spent.
It's like, what the hell? What? It's like lost $100. Well, you got to spend like 10 times that to get like a good one to like
You
know
wanna
where it
go
is.
spend money.
Yeah.
Those are just so you can see what they're like.
Yeah, that's for in like the living room, fly around and get used to it.
Hey, thank you so much, Ken. I really appreciate you, buddy. Have a good night, man.
Good to see you, Ken.
Now, Tim Jackson, stop making freaking excuses and get your ass in here, man.
Dude, he did like a 5-hour live stream again the other night.
I like that.
I
Lonzo
don't
did
care.
Morning,
10 hours. I do not
Morning.
care. You need to bring his ass in here.
He's done that 2 mornings in a row now, Adrian.
Hey, he was on at the buck crack of dawn this morning. He was on like
Yeah,
stupid
he was
o'clock.
on
I
again
watched
this
him.
I was like, Tim's on, Rodney's on. Wait.
Yeah, I caught that too. I was like, I'm just rolling. I was like rolling over in bed. I grabbed my phone. What was going on in the world? Oh, like Tim's on. Holy shit!
Yeah, I lost 2 of these over the wind.
Yeah. Yeah, those are those foamy ones, man. They're foamy.
Yeah.
Those things are so light.
What the hell is that, Logan?
They're
Hold on.
light, right? They're real light, right, Lon?
What is that?
It's a Parrot AR. This is the 2.0. I got the 1.0 too, and then I've lost 2 1.0s. I kept going into Brookstone and buying them. Heck, these were like $300 a pop. And they didn't have any controllers. They didn't have any kind of GPS. They didn't have anything. All they have is like flow on the bottom, and that's it.
I'd already seen how bad I beat up prop guards. I was like, I'm not beating up that foam, man. I'll be like fixing that shit like every time I fly it.
You duct tape.
At that point,
Duct tape.
I
there's
know duct tape.
not a lot of control in my flying.
This was state of the art at one time.
Oh, I'm sure.
This was
Yeah.
the drone and a half back in the day.
Yep, Paro.
Before DJI went and stole the scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what happens when DJI gets into Walmart.
For some reason, I remember like a Phantom 2. I think it's the first one I ever saw, like, on the internet. Phantom 2. So that looks pretty cool, but it's kind of big. I want to take it like on trips and stuff. And then I waited a couple of years, and there was the Pro. Mavic Pro shows up. Like, yeah, that's it. That's that. Yep, that's what I was
That's the
waiting
one
for.
I want.
That's what got me hooked. That son of a bitch. That thing got me.
Now,
My first drone was a Spy Striker. Very light drone. Battery lasted about 4.5 minutes. Couldn't control it. But I still have it.
Yeah.
Now, Mike, that joint is a piece of junk. I know somebody that got one. It's a piece of junk.
That looks like a Phantom ripoff for sure.
I'm glad you said it.
This is a complete.
It's a piece of junk.
That's a Phantom ripoff. Look at that thing. Everything about it, they just like copied it, except they failed.
Except for it only does 500 meters.
Yeah.
It's Wi-Fi. It totally. There's your antenna signal for your.
Oh, it's like a Phantom. That's like a Phantom 3 standard or worse.
Let me go and welcome Edge FPV. How you doing, Sean? Thank you so much for coming in, buddy. I really appreciate you, man. Hey, Sean, your link is in the email if you want to join the panel, brother.
So that was kind of like my first real
But
GPS
yeah,
type drone.
but
It
hey,
did
Night
any
Train,
rain.
hey, Night Train, that bullshit joint you just showed us is a piece of crap. Bro, that is a piece of crap.
I got that for free, Adrian.
Yeah.
That's a $300 front drone I got for free.
So Night Train, is this gonna help
I
or
got
hurt?
1, 2, 3, 4 holy stones up on the wall right there. All I got for free is reviews. So that was my YouTube start. My first video that I posted on this channel was a holy stone drone.
Sweet.
And it's probably still one of my highest hit videos, dude.
That's cool.
Well, you didn't have much market share to steal then. You were the
No, I
market.
didn't get much. I didn't get a whole lot. I didn't say there was a lot of hits. I just said that it's got the most. Yeah, it's
Except
not like
the
$1,000
V1 version goggles.
They're V2s. I got the new antennas for them.
Where'd you find dual
Those
band?
are Lumineers.
Get FPV.
They're dual band.
Lumineer ones.
Yes. Yeah, the dual bands. I haven't tried them yet. I was telling Adrian earlier. I got to test them out tomorrow and see how they do.
So I got the Axie patches for mine, but I've got the regular antennas as well. On the top, I got the regular, and then I've got the Axies on the bottom. And dude, I've had no issues with anywhere I've flown the DJI FPV.
I don't think the
I'm like,
original.
it doesn't break up. I'm like all over the parks and this and that. I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think the regular antenna are a problem at all. I just wanted something that was a little more compact. Like
well,
tighter
I've heard
body.
the regular antenna are, if you're using all 4 of the regular antennas, just those, that range wise, you'll start getting a lot of breakup and whatnot. But if you use even a patch on there with half of them or whatever, it's usually pretty good.
You mean I could do 2 and 2? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I've got 2 and 2 right now.
I didn't know I could
That's
do
what a lot
that.
of people are doing.
Really now?
That's how I've
Well, the
got
patch
mine.
will give you penetration.
So I got the Axie HDs, and I
Yeah.
was thinking of getting the Lumineer dual bands for the top, so that my big penetration's up top anyway.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
He said,
But then I still got my patches.
I already love the word
I
penetration.
plan on flying. I plan
Giggity.
on flying a lot of bandos, and I need the penetration, so I got the patches.
That's what she said.
She needs the penetration.
Right.
It's like nailing through concrete.
You remember these?
Oh, yeah.
Pair of these.
There you go.
I got like 10
Yeah.
of these stupid things.
It was like
I've
shield
got
things.
the
Look at the
Parrot
TIE
Mambo.
fighter. What is that thing?
What is it, Lon?
It's a parrot rolling spider. They made
Yep.
like 10 of them. Parrot was the shit back in the day, man. I'm here to tell you. They had the AR drone. The first and the second one came out. Then they came out with the Bebop one. And then they came out with an F ton of these. They had a Mambo. They had one that was like a hydrofoil that went across water. They had one that was a jumper. It was a sumo jumper, I believe it was called. And it
Yeah,
would
I've got
roll
one
across
of
the ground
those.
and it would
Yep.
take off. It's nuts.
Mm-hmm.
And that thing
Yeah,
just
you got the
rolls
parrot swing.
on the ground,
It
or does
It
it fly?
takes off and then looks like an X fighter. Yeah,
It looks
flies
like a TIE
and
fighter.
rolls.
Yeah, it's like a TIE fighter.
yeah.
It flies and rolls. You can just, if you
Okay.
run it low power, you can roll it around like a, in your living room or whatever. And it also flies. And what's great about these is you don't have to worry about ceiling suck.
Right.
Or a wall suck.
Guarded. Yeah, I mean, you're never gonna have the props.
Yeah, because you don't have to worry about getting sucked up to the ceiling or whatnot.
Yeah, no
These
problem.
were the shit back in the day, man.
So Parrot had
on your
the
house.
jump. Parrot had the jump, and they had the market share, and they went and threw it away.
Well, they started making like flower pots and flipping, car Bluetooths and stuff. They started just going off on a, they made those little flower pot monitors. They're like worried about that kind of stuff, and they really just let their drone stuff just kind of slide. It was kind of sad, really.
It is too bad.
Yeah, because they had FPV goggles 10 years ago, 8 years ago. They had goggles, a controller, and the drone. It was like $1,200. It wasn't cheap, but it was $1,300, and you got the FPV goggles, the controller, and the drone. It was the Bebop 2. And it came in a case and all that. It was.
So the arms ended up costing me $27.50 to have them shipped from freaking DJI for just buying the arms. They're like $19. Cost me $8 in shipping.
Wow.
Damn, they get you every time over there in China.
Yeah, they do.
Oh yeah, because American companies don't charge shipping.
Capture Live Connection, how you doing, buddy? Jackson RC, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for coming in, man.
Seems like the FPV drone parts are rolling out.
Said hey to you yet. Okay, I think I got everybody already. Anyway, so Chuck, again, are you gonna make a video of the little stubby antennas for the drone? I mean, for the goggles?
Yeah, I got plans to do that tomorrow if I can get away with it.
Okay.
Got a plan.
Now, how would you know if they're good or not? I mean, I'm assuming that it's gonna affect when it comes to the reception or the feed from the drone to the goggles.
Yeah, it's gonna take my wife to help me. I have a safe way of doing a range test. I'll just say that it's gonna be safe.
Okay.
Be legit. We'll see how it goes. I'm curious. I'm super curious. I want to know how they do.
Now, can you do me a favor? Can you get the goggles and put it through the camera? Let me see. Let me blow you up real quick. Can you do that for me?
Can I what?
Can you get your goggles and bring it to the camera? Let me see it. Now, okay, they look freaky. They look like little gas
Like spools, don't it? They look like little spools for thread, don't they? Think compared to the factory ones, the original ones.
Yeah, they don't fit my case.
Well, they're about half the height, but they're much larger diameter. So it's not about length; it's the girth, right, Art?
Ooh, the girth.
The girth.
I thought it was how many times you can make it work.
Well, runtime is important.
That's usually what I go for.
Anyway, yeah, they look freaky, don't they?
Yeah, they do. They sure do.
Yeah. I gotta get a skin for these things. I gotta freaking make them look like me, not like everybody else. There's a lot of good skins out there. Actually, I was hoping the canopy on the FPV drone, they come out in different colors. What are they waiting for? People are putting skins on them, but I want them to be molded in color. I don't want to paint it.
Yeah.
I want red. Have you seen them on Facebook showing up? People are painting them like fire engine red and like, neon colors. They look really hot. Just the canopy part around the camera.
Yeah.
And now we can get parts for it.
Say that one more time, Chuck.
I said I like some of the guys are painting the canopy, the piece that goes right over the camera, the shroud there on the front. Looks really good if you just paint that like a kind of a contrasting color. Some guys have done red, green, some cool stuff. They look good. Now
I also saw one of your videos that you have.
Mike Kinney.
How you doing, Mike Kinney? Hey, Mike Kinney, your link is in the email if you want to join, buddy. Hey, Chuck, if I'm not mistaken, you made a video where you have some ND filters for the FPV drone.
Yeah, I have the free wells.
Oh, the free well. How do you like them? How do they work? They work pretty good.
They work really good. You can go into your camera settings in the goggles, and you can set it up just like a Mavic. You can change your shutter speed and your ISO. You can back it off to ISO 100. Cool. And you can adjust your shutter speed and everything. So you can get like you're running. I'm flying and filming at like 60 frames, 50 frames. So you set up 120 for your shutter, 120th for the shutter, and your cinematic. I heard they're gonna bring out 24 frames for us on these things, Adrian.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah, it's
I
coming out. Firmware change. I can't believe they're gonna do it. I don't know how. That's cool because the goggles. They said they weren't doing it because it make you dizzy.
Wait a minute. Say that one more time.
You're gonna be able to film in 24 frames with the FPV drone soon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that through a firmware update?
Yes.
Okay.
From a reliable source, it's coming.
But it was on Potato Jet.
Yes, that's the reliable source.
Well, yeah,
Hey, Adrian, I'm going to pop out of here. Thanks for having me on.
My
Mike,
pleasure,
good
Art.
to see
Thank you so much for coming in, buddy.
And
All
Chuck,
right.
always good to see you. And
Good night, Art.
Hey, good to see Lon, good to see you. And Adrian over there. Yeah.
See you later, man. Thank you
Good
for
night,
coming in,
everybody.
buddy.
Take care, Art. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Art.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yo, dog.
I mean, channel. Happy birthday, Artco Drones. I should have said.
Now, hey, Stevie, Capture Live Connection. If you want to come on in, I'm about to send you a link. If you want to come into the stream, and just let me know, buddy. I'll send it to you right now.
So, Adrian, have you flown in manual yet, or are you still doing like normal and sport?
No, sir. I'm still doing GPS mode and sports mode. That's it.
Sport mode's pretty crazy.
Yes, it is.
I think it's crazy enough for me. I'm good. It's enough.
Now,
I don't know if I'll ever get to the next level.
Sports mode. I'd have problems with sports mode. No doubt about it.
That's fast enough, man. That's like ludicrous speed for a camera drone guy like me. I mean, it's like 3 times the Mavic. It's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Hey, Lon, you still there?
Yeah.
Question for you, man. How hard was it for you to put that skin on the drone?
If you're picky, it takes a minute. You know, it's not easy. Is not the word I'd use. It's a chore. But if you're picky, it's going to take you a minute for sure. I don't think it's hard. Hard is the wrong word, but it's fiddly. You know, there's a lot of little pieces.
A little curves.
Really tight. Huh?
A lot of curves.
It's just really fiddly. It's like there's just a lot to it.
Which one did you use? Did you buy it? Wrap grade or what brand was it? Wrap grade or Decal Girl or
Decal Girl?
Decal Girl.
I bought one from them once for a Spark, and it was really hard to work with because it was really thick.
Yeah, it's really thick, but you just use a hair dryer if you want to move it around.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it depends on how you look at it. I had the same. I just sold my Mavic 2 Pro, and I put a Decal Girl skin on it just about the day I got it. You know what I mean? As soon as it came out with skin, I bought it. So it rolled around on my Mavic 2 Pro for over 2 years, and it still looked like new. And I take decent care of myself, but I'm not babysitting it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it stayed on real good.
Why'd you get rid of the 2 Pro?
I don't never fly it.
Really? Okay. Fair enough.
No, I was using it I do a hydroelectric dam survey, so I was using it for that. And then I got an Enterprise, a Mavic 2 Enterprise, so I was you know.
What was it? That was like a Zoom, though, wasn't it? It was like a 2 Zoom, the Enterprise? Or did you get the dual?
It's like a 2 Zoom, and I got the dual. So it's got
the dual, yeah. So you had the you had the FLIR camera.
The FLIR, yeah, the FLIR. God, I had to think about it. I was like, oh yeah, the FLIR. I keep looking at the Advanced, but it's $6,500, and I want to do crane. If you ever watch any of my videos, I live downtown, so I fly around a lot downtown. There's always like 100 cranes down here, and so I talked to some of the generals on site, and they're always looking for people to do inspection.
Nice. Yeah, the Advanced is nice because the FLIR camera is better.
Way
much better. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't get the Enterprise, because I was disappointed with the FLIR. I saw the video, and then I watched Evo. Even the Autel version just kicked its ass.
Yeah, but it's $10,000.
Yeah. Well, it's
Yeah, the
the
Enterprise
camera's expensive.
Advanced.
It's all in
Yeah.
the camera.
Yeah, I've seen a couple reviews where they compared the Enterprise Advanced versus the Evo, the new Evo, and then people are saying the Advanced is better now. I haven't seen it personally, so I don't know. Okay, but they're saying the DJI Enterprise Advanced is better for some reason. You know, maybe just because they like the drone. Overall, it's a better package. Plus, it's $3,000 cheaper.
Man, 3G is cheaper.
Yeah.
That's a lot of bank right there.
Yeah, that's a lot of. Can I put up with it having 15, megapixels?
A lot of bass and trees.
If you can get the jobs, and save $3,000, and then turn a profit quicker, yeah.
Yeah, then you just get your Matrice 300 and tell everybody to screw you, because that's the drone they have.
Yeah, but how much is the Matrice going to set you back? That's going to
$16,000.
No, it's about $35K to get you in the door. With a good camera and
$16,000 for a Matrice 300.
I'd be afraid to fly it because I'd be, oh my God, you crash it. Like, holy.
Yeah. No, I priced it. It was like $32K to get you in the camera, the H20, and
Right.
And then the drone, and then like 4 batteries, the case, the yada. They wanted $32K. I got the invoice somewhere. It's like $32,000.
Gee.
You get 2 controllers, 2 smart controllers. The new smart controller.
So that's $1,400 right there.
Yeah,
gonna get one of those
$2,500 right there. No, the new smart controller is $1,200. The Enterprise smart controller is $1,200.
Why so much more? What's so special about it?
It's all new internals. It's got like triple the battery. It's got other features that the old smart controller doesn't have. It's got a handshake mode where you can hand it off. It's got like stupid range. It's waterproof. I mean, it's got a lot of things that the standard smart controller doesn't have.
But is it running?
Hey, guys! I do want to thank Bill Ronaine and Ray Kelly. Thank you so much for the love and support. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you, Ray Kelly. Thank you so much, buddy.
You deserve it, Adrian. You really do.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, commercials. I'm a little bit of a DJI fanboy.
Coney Island on May 15th. Ooh,
Can you get away with that?
There you go.
Coney?
Down there, Stevie.
Can you fly Coney Island?
I'd like to fly that FPV one time. I've seen it done. It's all about timing and shit like that to fly it. But yeah, you can get away with flying FPV for sure.
Maybe early in the morning?
Good. Yeah, it's been more like
very early
sunrise.
Let me really get sunrise at Coney Island because it's East Coast. That'd be pretty badass.
Yeah.
Well, wait, didn't they have a meeting at Coney Island when that dirtbag Ken Heron was there and a bunch of other people showed up? Right? There was some video. Ron Brown was there. A bunch of people were there.
That was in Ocean City. Ocean City, I think.
That was with the elephant, right? Okay. That was the elephant video.
No, that was recent. You're talking about Philly Drone Life, right?
Oh, I guess I was. Yeah, I was. Okay, yeah, my bad.
Casey Neistat,
like a year ago, wasn't it?
Casey Neistat did flying a drone legally in New York City, and it was supposed to be.
He did it over water. Took off from a boat. That's how he got away with it. And he circled the Statue of Liberty. I remember watching it. I was like, wow.
There's some footage on air views of people flying FPV of it. I don't know if you guys have ever been to air. A lot of FPV pilots post over in air views, and it's a good place to post content. It's not like YouTube. But yeah, there's some serious creators over there taking their drone footage and putting it to a whole new level. But
why wouldn't Coney Island be legal? Actually, if you think about it, it's not New York proper.
A public venue.
I think it's the crowd thing, right?
Yeah, it's like flying over a baseball diamond.
Yeah, you can't do it when people are around. No, you definitely can't.
That's about timing. If you do it while it's closed, you could get away with it, that type of thing, or sunrise, sunset. Those where I've usually seen the videos flying over that.
Well, that's in general. I mean, I'm just saying in general.
Right.
I don't think it's illegal, is it? Like flying in New York City is illegal. You know, it's a big old no-fly zone in the city proper. You know what I'm saying? DC too. DC, the entire, I think almost the entire city of DC is a no-fly zone.
It's like Las Vegas, like the Strip. You can't fly the Strip, but then again, it's right on top of McCarran too. The airport's right flipping there, so you'd be 5 miles away from McCarran. But Red Rock is fair game. Just hop in the freaking rental car and go out. Actually, rent a Ferrari, drive to Red Rock, and then do some follow me shots, and then that'd be an awesome project.
That would be awesome. Let's go do it, Chuck. I'm in. You can fly to Vegas right now from where I'm sitting for under $100.
I think it's pretty cheap.
It's cheap as shit. It's like $100.
Cool, isn't it?
I almost went. A buddy of mine wanted to go for the weekend. I almost did it. Leave Friday night, go
And get
hang
back-
out in Vegas, and
back
come
late
back Sunday night.
Or if you're really bold, you can do the red eye back Sunday night and then just get out of the airport and go to work and
Right?
get back to work. There's the coffee.
I do want to welcome John Reddy. How you doing, buddy? Thank you so much for coming in, man. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you, man, for coming in. Hey, Tim Devon, again, man, your link is in the email if you want to join.
Matt Kenneth saying he got called on today by Karen in Miami flying over the Haliver sandbar.
Nice.
That is now in the FAA system. All there was no rules broken.
I'm surprised nobody's ever turned me in.
I'm actually surprised nobody haven't even turned in. My boy, Mr. Knight Train, the way he was flying a goddamn drone today. He was going crazy over people's cars and shit.
This trailer park don't care. I got permission from the trailer park to fly in here.
Bro, listen, hey, Mike, you even got people doing barbecue. You like barbecue in the yard and stuff like that.
Out there mowing the lawn and all that shit, dude.
That's an awfully big bee that just flew over my head. What the hell was that?
Large gathering. I wasn't within 15 to 25 feet of the person. I'm good.
Nice.
That one kid chased me up the darn road there. That little girl,
Yeah.
he was chasing it out, checking it out, watching it. All them lights on it, she can see it easy.
Yeah, you know what? When you're doing meth deals and
Right.
your cousin,
You didn't
know,
look at the
trying to
yards
call
I was
federal
we just kicked out the darn voyeur that had he had a trailer house here, but then he gets his RV and he puts it in front of his house, parked like half on the road, half in his driveway. And it's like the stripped out type thing. He guts it out the rest of the way, and like all night long, the lights are on inside there. You don't see a lot of movement, but all night long, the lights are on in there. They're out of here now. He was known for being busted for meth before, I guess. Anyway, yeah, it's trash around here. I'm so ready to be out.
Lon's got me thinking about going to Las
Hey,
Vegas.
hey,
now.
Matt Condon.
So my summer plans are to move out of here into a
Thinking
nice
about it.
place for me and the wife and save up my money, because next May, while y'all are fighting over who's going where in Florida, I'm going to Alaska for a Norwegian cruise. So, sorry, you lost
Hey, that
out.
sounds good. That sounds
You
like a good
lost out
idea,
to
Mike.
Florida. I'm not taking the road trip next year.
I'm thinking Sweden next year.
Sweden. There you
Sweden,
go.
yeah.
Yeah.
Norway and Sweden.
Hey, Matt Condon, do me a favor, man. Come on into the stream and let us know the story of happening to you with that
give us some
Karen.
details.
I would
Karen,
like you to give me the
Tell
whole
us how this
detail.
Karen treated you.
So come on in, Matt Condon. You got the link in the mail. Hey, what's going on, Mr. Mel 400 AGL? How you doing, buddy? Thank you so much
you
for
doing, Mel?
coming in.
Your phone.
I did went ahead and send you your link, Mel, if you want to join the stream, buddy.
Yeah, I lived in Germany for 3 years, and then I was born overseas. But I never went to Sweden. I've been to Denmark and that kind of thing, but I never in France and England. The neighbors, so to speak. But I never went to Sweden. I kind of regret that.
We're supposed to start in Scotland in September. It was supposed to be last year, but it got obviously postponed. We'll see.
Scotland will be nice. That'll be real nice.
Man,
Big plane.
England wasn't nice. I can't speak for Scotland, but England wasn't.
Well, I
that
gotta
good.
up
We was
my-
the wrong time of year.
I gotta up my game because like I've got the regular CAA. Like, you know, I took the test and it was only like what, 9 British pounds or whatever. So I'm legit. But in order to get close to stuff, you have to take the next test. So actually,
Well, there's a weight thing too, right?
There's
Isn't there a weight thing? How much your drone weighs?
Yeah, there's some kind of and I have a
It's
Mavic.
under 500 grams, doesn't it?
The Mavic 2 is 2 pounds. I don't know what that is in grams. It's gonna be like what? A lot. Like a
Almost.
kilogram?
Well,
2 pounds is about a kilogram.
28 grams in an ounce.
That's
Yeah,
32.
yeah, you're way over what the Mavic 2, that's for sure.
Yeah. So in order to do it right, Geeks Vana was going to hook me up with a class to take, and then they're still doing it online. So I could do, if I do it all now, I could be prepared and legal and be able to fly a hell of a lot closer to those castles and stuff that are really important for me to get close to.
I do want to welcome my boy Matt, Mr. Northeast Drone Production. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, man.
Hey.
How you doing?
And you do have your link in your email if you want to join, Matt.
Is he driving?
Mr. Steve, how you doing, buddy? Thank you so much for coming in, man. Everybody in the chat, thank you for the love and support. Make sure that you hit that thumbs up on the stream. I really appreciate you guys. Or thumbs down, it doesn't matter. I don't give a shit anyway, but just do it for me, please.
You know what? I think they both count. I don't think it hurts. It's like it's business.
It's interaction.
Yeah. Yep.
Adrian, I'm gonna get back to my editing. I'm gonna edit for another hour or so. But thank you for the invite.
Thank you
Good
so
night.
much, Ryan.
Lon, Chuck, Mike, everybody in the chat. Have a good night.
Take
Hey,
care.
Ray, thank you for
Ray,
the love
take
and
care,
support,
man.
buddy. I appreciate you, man.
Gotta look for
Bye-bye.
that new edit coming up.
Hey, Chuck.
Yeah.
The Air 2S supposedly has 8 times zoom, so you don't have to get that close, and it's still 4K.
You had to tell me that. Yeah, it's like it's 5K, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's 20 megapixels.
Yeah.
You know, you don't need X number of megapixels to make 4K.
Yeah, you can digital
So-
zoom in. You can bring it in.
Exactly.
I hate you.
That's the word on the streets, anyway.
I hate you.
That's the word.
No, you
Well,
don't.
you can just buy it and then you don't have to worry about putting that close. It's the point.
Well, I have a 2 zoom also. I mean, I could bring a 2 zoom and a 2 pro and use them accordingly, I suppose.
Yeah.
But
Zoom,
then,
you know, as long as you have lossless zoom doesn't hurt you. As long as it's lossless. You know, when you
the
start running
optical is. Yeah, the optical is. But then you got to worry about, as long as the light's good. Obviously, it's not going to be good in low light. But then I kind of wanted to bring the FPV drone too, so I'm going to bring 3 birds and batteries. Okay.
Batteries.
Well, I mean, that's why the idea of having a pair of M2s, a Mavic 2s, is easy because they all use the same batteries and the same
It takes
smart
me 2
controller.
trips to get out the house to go fly FPV anymore.
Yeah.
With all the stuff you're carrying, you're taking extra props because you're going to beat them up alive. You're not flying around just cruising. You're ripping through trees, so you're going to beat the props up guaranteed. So you always take extra props. Batteries, well, we get about 3 to 4 minutes of runtime per battery. So we take lots of those too.
Yeah.
Then you got quads. Oh, let's see. What do we want to fly today? There's a few on the wall here there, you know.
Yeah.
It takes a couple trips to get out to the car, and then I usually throw in some DJIs. Now I'm building up on the DJI. Dude, it's like I might as well just load the whole car, leave it loaded, pull the batteries out, charge them, and leave everything else in the damn car.
Well, I got to figure it out. I got to figure out the logistics before the end of September.
That's a lot. It was 2 cases. I was like the whole back end of the car kind of stretched out. That was just my FPV shit. I didn't have really DJI shit stretched out.
Yeah, out a year ago.
Hey, Tim Devine, you fine, man. Don't worry about it. It's no biggie, man. You're right, buddy.
It just starts adding up so much. You're like, oh, I got to take this drone, that drone. And
yeah, I had it all
especially
figured out.
FPV with 3 to 4 minutes a pack, we could fly like 6 or 7 drones in an hour or 2 if we just push ourselves through. You know what I mean? Usually takes you a couple hours to do 10, 15 packs, you know, taking your time, cruising. If you got somebody there with you, you can spend a whole day out there flying and only fly 12 packs or whatever. You know what I mean? Depends on how much company you got flying and what you're doing. But
I had it all figured out last year. I was going to bring 2 Mavic 2s, one Zoom, one Pro, and get it done and have redundancy and all that. And then the FPV drone had to come out, and it's like, oh shit, now what do I do?
It's
Hey,
been fun flying, and I haven't even gone
drones,
back.
right?
What?
GPC makes a case that carries both drones, both Mavic 2s.
I kind of
You
prefer the
carry both
backpack.
drones in one case.
If they come up, if I can find a backpack that'll fit them both with the batteries and stuff, that would work.
Low Pro makes one
Yeah.
that carries them both. You trying to carry like 6 batteries?
Yeah. Yeah.
6
at
batteries,
least.
both drones, one controller, of course.
Probably 2 drones, 3 batteries each. You know, if it was two Mavic 2s, it's easy. I can bring 6 batteries, 2 drones, the smart controller, and then extra props and stuff. That's easy in one backpack. That fits no problem.
Hey guys, I love this one right here.
Show up in the live stream. We're gonna hook it up.
Can you guys see this?
Nice.
Hook up the inverter. I got a battery.
Damn. Click away.
I like that one right there.
Ooh, you gotta line up that stuff
Ooh.
dead on, man. You put that
Dude,
stuff on,
that
line
is-
her up dead on.
Yeah, you'll be fiddling.
It did.
Yeah, you will be. Look at that.
Dude.
Those lines got to be perfect, or else it's gonna look.
You'll be fiddling.
Yes, sir. It looks good,
Dude,
but man,
I used to build like model cars, like the plastic model cars that you buy at the store for like $5-6.
Tycho,
And you no, not Tyco, like
Tyco. Remember
like
those?
your actual model kits and whatnot.
American something, or what was that called?
Yeah, there's a bunch of
FX.
different companies, but
Testers?
yeah, Testers was a good company. They sell the model paints for them still, but yeah, you used to put them together. It came with all the parts, the wheels you had to put on the hubs and put them together and stick them together. It was like your constructor set for a model car, but it come with wet decals. So you put them in a bucket of water,
I remember those damn
you
things.
roll them into the water, and you peel them off the back of the paint.
Yes.
Slowly lay them babies on there.
Yeah,
And
spread the
squeeze
wrinkles
out
out.
the water like you do with the little
Got little bubbles out, and hit the
Yeah.
poke with the X-Acto
I
knife.
did. I used to do all that stuff.
Oh
but
shit! That
but
was a
we
pain in
take
the ass.
like thread from the like sewing needle thread, and we'd make our own like wires for the spark plugs and all that kind of stuff to dress up the motors because they didn't have all that stuff. It wasn't that stuff. So we dress them up. Yeah. Them decals can be a bitch, dude. I tell you what, decals can be a
Ah,
pain,
Capture
bro.
Life, I hate you, man. I'm gonna have to get an Air 2S.
It,
Oh, man.
nowadays with those though, that 3M sticky tape stuff that they use for these, like little skins and whatnot, that's some pretty durable tape, dude. You put it on there the wrong way once, you're struggling to pull that stuff back
Like-
off there from that spot. You better get it on there right the first time.
It's like duct tape.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One
just
time
to
trip.
give you a heads up, Adrian. Those water
You're
ones,
high-
we
you're
could slide
high
them
for
around
days.
and position them a little bit before we pushed out the water. You know what I mean? To get the glue to set,
Can you use?
slide them and work them, but you can't do that with this stuff.
You can't use the soapy water trick with skins.
I don't know if the soapy water
Like clear
works.
bra, like clear bra in a car. You with the soapy water mix.
Yeah,
use
with
the alcohol
that's
and-
regular like skinning though. I mean, they're heat
Yeah.
shrinking and like that too. So I don't know.
Nah.
Yeah, I don't know about putting water on my drone.
But it,
Well, no, you're not you're not immersing it, but you're like
Oh, I
spritzing it
understand.
on.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know you do. I think that would be okay. I mean, I flew my Mavic 2 over the Pacific off the coast of Oregon and missed to get Twin Rocks a few years back. Filmed that. That was. it
Oh
survived.
yeah, I'm not saying they're not half as delicate as people think they are.
But you're right. You don't want to be doing it on all the time.
Right. Yeah, people.
I
think
had to
that
get it.
they-
I had to get that shot. I was pissed off. I've been there twice. I was like, I'm flying it this time. I don't care. I'm not going home without it. Or if
Yeah,
I do,
yeah.
if it sinks it.
Yeah. Exactly. DJI just is not willing to guarantee they're waterproof or water resistant. That's all. They have to be hosing down the boards. They have to be. You know what I mean? Otherwise, the minute so much as the drop got in there, they,
Those boards could be coated though. It's kind of
they're coated boards. I promise you that.
yeah.
There's no way. They have to be. See Sean Oz's channel? Jesus. Yeah, does that
Yeah, he
TV drone that look like a snowball?
You're doing snow angels, with the drone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know, he's got Carry Fresh.
I just have State Farm, but it's the one that's one and done. Once I use that, I use it. Respin, I'm done.
Me too. I got 2 out of them.
Now, I got a question. Hey, Chuck and Lon, also Night Train. Did you guys get the Carry Fresh for yours?
I did.
Okay, I tell you what.
Also because I'm a select member, so I
hear you. I hear you, but for none of my drones, I don't have it. I've never bought that for none of my drones. Now, I'm just saying this me because honestly, it's almost like health insurance and car insurance. I wish I could just buy it when you fucking need it, not just have it until something happens. You know what I mean?
You can have you seen the price of the parts, Adrian? It's not bad. If you have a soldering gun, you can get away with soldering yourself. You can get arms for like I think they're like 20-something bucks a piece.
Yeah.
And you're gonna reuse the motors. Well, they're junk, but you're gonna reuse the motors. They're junk. See how flimsy that shit is. I mean, it looks all beefy, but where the attachment points, they're spindly. The fastening holes, there's nothing to it. It's spindly. But anyway, at least the parts are cheap. Yeah, at least the parts are cheap though.
Yeah, they'll do it for you for $47. I've seen the receipts. A guy broke an arm, he sent it in. They hit him for $47 total, labor and everything.
Wow. How long was he without it?
A week. He sent it out on a Monday and he had it back Friday.
Oh.
Pretty much where you live.
That's pretty good.
3 or 4 service centers in the United States.
But there's one in like New York. I'm in New York State. There's one in New York City. Be there in like, a day.
You could probably walk it in, or they'll probably fix it for you and you pick it up after lunch.
Well, I'm 6 hours. I'm 6 hours away from New York City proper, but depending on what time I hit the bridge or the tunnel.
I do want to welcome Johnny Drone Flyer. How you doing, Johnny Drone Flyer? How you doing, buddy? Thank you so much for coming into the streaming. I really appreciate you.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I was saying earlier, you weren't here. I don't want to work on drones, dude. I used to build camera drones back in the day. Me and my brother used to build them from scratch. And mount just point and shoots on them with an automatic timer on them and fly it around and let's see what you get. And then the first GoPro came out and we mounted that on there, flew it around and let's see what you get. So that was fun back then. But the hours and hours and hours spent thinking around with it and stuff. That's not for me.
I'm lazy.
That's
why that's how DJI took my money so readily on this FPV thing. And it's cool. I mean, like I had never flown FPV, and I know the FPV drone isn't really like FPV. It's like training wheels.
FPV made me actually more work because now I got to convert drones over so that they work with the DJI goggles.
You don't have to.
No, my shit's I got to start converting everything.
Yeah.
Well, $70 a quad, man.
I bet you anybody who came from a camera drone and tried out this DJI FPV drone, like Adrian and me, Lon, it's like it was like having my first DJI drone all over again. It was like so exciting to fly this thing. It's so different, and
it's a new realm.
Yeah,
definitely.
And then like
Adrian got an advantage because he got to fly an actual FPV drone down there in Florida a little bit with Ed. So he kind of put the goggles on and got a little feel of what FPV feels like and got to fly it in. And so he kind of knows, and it was a bug for him.
I took a chance. I was worried about the goggles. I didn't know how immersive and wide angle the goggles were. And it was so different.
I know, right?
That's what I was so glad when I took the chance. I bought it at Best Buy just in case. I was like, well, maybe I can bring it back to Best Buy if I hate it.
So for 3 years, almost 4 years, I've been flying on Fat Shark Attitude V4s. They were like the anniversary Attitude goggles or whatever. They're like $350 for the goggles. And then you put a receiver in. They've got one bay. They worked great. They have a DVR. They don't hook up to HDMI or anything, so you can't play your video game or your simulator. You can't hook them up to the computer and play Sims and have the goggles on and see the sim.
I am disappointed that I can't hook these up to anything else.
Yeah.
That's a bummer.
Well, the USB-C on them. I thought you could still plug into your Android
You
and
live in your phone.
still pull. You could still pull like a video type thing or whatever through the.
Can you get the screen
the app.
telemetry?
You got to go into the actual app.
I'm gonna try it because like I heard you can plug the phone in, but I want to see what the screen. I want the telemetry.
So you're supposed to be able to plug USB-C to USB-C.
Supposedly,
be able to pull it up to the Fly app, and it'll pull up your FPV feed. Now through your phone, you should be able to actually go into like a screen share type program and be able to do your live stream straight from your goggles that way. Even
well, I tried connecting these to the smart controller like you could with the version 1s and use that FPV live.
No,
and
it's still
no
different.
worky,
Yeah.
no worky.
No worky, Chucky.
Made me sad, very sad. Chucky
So they
sad.
said the video thing on the HDMI or something was different on the V2 than the V1. But I never had the V1, so I'm like, well, they're pretty much stuck with the V2 right now anyway.
I was like all excited. I'm like, oh shit, I have the smart controller. I'm plugging in with a USB-C to USB-C mail to mail.
That's what everybody did to go around for the V1
like,
to be able to stream. Yep.
Yeah. Nope. Freaking DJI, they got me by every time.
Like, oh, you think you're going somewhere? Oh,
yeah. Watch this.
Buddy.
Watch this.
Oh, you think you got big D? Yeah, we got two.
I do. Hey guys, give me a minute. I do want to welcome Mike B, aka the Drone Ranger. How you doing, buddy? Thank you so much for coming in, man.
We's the ones rolling the marbles over here.
Chris Hope, how you doing, buddy? Thank you so much for coming in, man. Hey, Chris, your link is in the email if you want to join the panel, buddy. How you doing, man?
Good. I'm surprised Tim Jackson ain't in here already as much as he's been live streaming.
I know, right?
Man,
I don't even know what the hell he's doing.
He's not sleeping.
What, it's not early enough yet? Hold on, let me get him up. He's only 2 beers in.
There he is. He's alive. He's in the chat. What's he waiting for?
Chris Hope, what's going on, Brother Hope?
Brother Hope is in the house. Mike B.
The House of Hope.
Hey, Alon, did I just heard you turn that thing on?
Yeah, I'm showing them that it shows on the phone.
I want to be able to go in and control the audio that it gives us. Seems how it's the motors making the noises. I don't like it because I don't want it to be like everybody else's. I want to put some like custom like sounds to it or something that fires up.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool.
I want OpenTX customizable on this damn thing, dude. Oh, you know, I sound like Drone Worship, don't I? The OpenTX. There you go. There's FPV feed straight off the phone. That's through the app.
Which phone is that?
Oh, hold on, wait a minute.
Lon, which phone is that? Oh,
hold on.
Sweet.
Hold on, let me give you a bigger screen. I forgot.
Yeah, I got my mode. See, that's the feed right off the drone.
Nice.
Yeah,
I was about to.
I
was gonna give it a whirl.
Yeah, it doesn't give you telemetry, and I don't. The original.
It doesn't give you the goggles straight. Yeah, all the OSD in the goggles doesn't show up on the feed like that, from what I understand.
Let's see.
No, it don't. But I hear it's gonna, because the original beta app had it.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
bring it back. It is pretty cool, dude.
That is pretty cool.
I never get tired of. I never get tired of the sound. All right, I gotta start up the app.
Yeah.
So in beta flight on regular FPV quads, if you've got the right version of ESCs and you program it, you can actually program so your motors chime up. So like my Alien Kiss V2, it chimes up and it says like 32-bit ESCs detected. Ready.
No way.
You could like put like your chimes in for like one of your favorite songs or whatever as your ringtone, as long as it's in that slow bit, type version, it'll chime up. You can put songs to your ESC so your motors will chime up with the songs and everything else as it fires up.
I think you can customize the lights too. I know it's not. I know
that looks good with the white and the red and the lights, and yeah, I can't wait to get the arms. Even the arms being black gives it kind of an accent because of the battery having some black to it.
Gotta go blue.
Front end will have a little black.
Yeah.
Hey, Chuck. Hey, Chuck, I
Yeah.
got mine set up, but on mine, I got it to actually have all the colors. Every color would just kind of just rotate.
Rainbow, the RGB.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
for the Rainbow Coalition, right? Gotcha.
I like my blue. If it's like
No wonder you ain't got no women over at your house, Adrian. You play with
Blue.
all them rainbows.
Hey, fellas, give me 1 minute. I'll be right back. Let me go ahead and do this for Tim.
all right. Gotta get the filters though, really important. Gotta have them.
Those will be good. I can tell the difference. I can tell how bad the camera's going to blow out on just a couple of videos.
Oh, it sucks. It sucks
Yeah.
without them, and you get like the
I
flaring
went
is
to
much more
1080
controlled.
today and flew it for like a half a pack or whatever at the local park. Everybody was around. I was like, fuck it, I'm going home.
So you're right. I have the video feed through the phone, but I
You
don't
got
have
my
the
damn
telemetry.
drone, dude. What are you doing with my drone?
Hey, Chuck, I put the green
That's my
body
drone, dude.
on it.
This
Yeah,
is
looks
the
good.
FPV squad. You know that? This is the DJI FPV squad. We got
We are,
going.
we're bad.
That's kind of funny.
We're bad.
Nah, hey, this
Oh,
is for
shit.
Tim Jackson. I mean, for Tim Divine. Hold on.
Yeah, I got them too, Chuck. I ordered the Polar Pro ones because
This
I'm
is
a Polar
the hater
Pro
show,
boy,
people.
so-
This is for
Because
all
of
you
why?
haters.
Wylon?
What?
Wylon? You picked the Polar Pros. Why?
Because I'm stupid. I always go Polar
Well, you're
Pro.
not
bro.
stupid. That's like
Dude, that
get what you like and what you're used to.
Yeah.
We gotta
Yeah,
somebody
I
get a
like Polar
screenshot. Somebody get a screenshot of this. So let's all hold them up.
Hey, guy, hold on. Give me a minute. Let me turn this on real quick for Tim
Are we
Divine.
putting on filters? Hold on, I'll put my filter on too.
Hey, Tim, this for you. I love that sound. Man, I love that sound.
I know it's the best. All right, I got the screenshot.
Love that sound, man.
Hey, who all got caught out by the props vibrating and it freaks you out a little bit? If you have your hand in the prop, and the prop
It's
goes,
that
"Ooh,"
motor.
and you're like, "Oh,
that
you
motor
go, oh,
power.
okay." I got caught out when I first got it. I ain't gonna lie, a couple times. I turn it on and it vibrates against my finger, and I think the props are spinning up, getting ready to spin up or something, and it freaked me out a couple times. But I'm not gonna lie, when I first got it, I'm like, oh, I'm getting ready to throw this bitch. I'm like, God,
Nice. Adrian, how long did it take to put the hood on? 5-10 minutes?
Man, look, listen.
Like 6 screws?
I'll be honest with you, Chuck. I thought it was gonna be like a quick boom, done.
Yeah.
Because
the
DJI
camera's
got
gotta
a
come out.
video. Some people got a video on it, but I didn't watch the video. I just kind of winging it by myself. It took me about an hour for me to make sure that I don't break the goddamn thing because it got like little nipples that you have to get in, just right. And then came to find out that this part here comes out right here. So in order for you to put the body on, this have to come in with the body at the same time. Otherwise, you won't be able to get it in there.
Somebody called somebody on the phone and said, "Lon, how do I change this cowl?" And I said, "Bro, watch the video." I go over it like point by point on how to do it. You said, "Oh yeah, I'll watch the video." I remember, who was that dude? It's a little dude from was he from Dominican Republic or
a jackass?
Like I forget. What's his name again?
He's jackass.
Adrian Mateo's chair.
I think his name was.
Yeah. Tim Divine, I gotta agree with you, man. That sound is freaking amazing. It's freaky, man. It sounds like a freaking transformer. I love it.
Yeah.
You got to make me go out to the car and get my damn FPV quads out and fire up my KISS V2 rig and show you what it really sounds like to have some cool motor sounds. I mean, that bitch actually talks, dude. It's a female voice, and she's like, "KISS 32-bit ESC detected. Ready." Ding, 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 ding.
She says she's ready for you.
Out of the motor.
That's such an 80s thing when the cars talking. That was an 80s
when
thing.
that fires up, the sound you're hearing comes out of the motors. That is power just surging the motors to make that noise. So to program it so it's a female voice and says words, that's insane what we can do with these motors and ESCs and stuff. And so it's got the same ESC technology as our FPV quads, like BL Heli 32 type thing. I'm curious as to what they run as a protocol for their ESC on this thing. Dude, there's a whole big dive you could get into with the creation between DJI FPV rig and actual FPV quads. As somebody was asking, can you take that componentry and throw it into an FPV quad? There's a little dot. Somebody's doing it right now, dude. Somebody is tearing this shit apart and trying to put it into a different frame and make it fly like an FPV quad just because they can.
Hey, to answer Justin John 863, I do not know if PGY already came up with stuff for the drone, but I'm sure they will eventually. I know that Freewheel has the ND filters for it.
PGY Tech has filters and a case right now.
Freewheel.
I got my first geofence warning on it today, Adrian. I fired it up at the park for just like a 5-minute flight just around the park. Then decided it was too busy. I was like, screw this, I'm going home. Anyway, so I fired it up for a little bit and flew that, but I got my first geofence warning because I was local. We got a local airport. There's no tower. So I'm still like 400 feet, 120 meters or whatever. But it gave me that geofence warning on that. I was like,
oh, yeah, okay. I get that on mine too.
That's different.
I do. I do want to welcome Timothy Church. How you doing, sir? Thank you for coming into the stream, and I really appreciate you. And that's exactly what I was about to ask you. But Timothy just said, Chuck, do you have any extra batteries for that drone?
I have the Fly More. I have 3 batteries in total.
Okay, good. That's what I got.
I've got the least amount of batteries out of Ollie, I think, right now. I've got 2.
You have 5? Really? That's cool. They're the Fly More is a good deal because you get the 3 battery charger with it.
I don't have the charger, so I'm thinking about buying the Fly More on the next one. So I'll end up with 4 and the charger.
The charger's cool, and the batteries charge fast. I mean, faster than the headset battery.
If I'm not mistaken,
so they're all charging at once.
No, it's one at a time.
No, one by one.
And the one that's closest, so the one that has the least amount of time to charges first. And then
I do want to answer Mike Kenny. I also heard, Mike Kenny, that these goggles are going to work with the Mavic Air 2S. Yes,
that is the rumor. And the motion controller.
Yeah, I see that you got a car charger, Lon.
Where'd you get that?
Hey, Lon, the $70, like $69, right?
The car charger?
Yeah.
I bought it in another Fly More combo, so I have the 3-way charger and then the car charger too, and it works with it. So
how fast is a car charger?
At the same time in your car too.
Yeah, same time as in your car is in the house as far as charging the batteries.
It's close. I was looking at the specs.
It's probably a little bit less than the car charger.
A little bit slower on the car charger than it is the home charger, which surprised me.
But you could get like I got a 100-watt inverter for my car, so you could hook that up to your car charger,
plug her in,
put in your 100-watt inverter, run your car charger, and you'll run them just the same power as your house anyway.
Hey, fellas, give me a minute now. Give me a minute, fella. Now, Tim Jackson's over here talking a little shit, paying attention to the chat about who's gray or not, but he still haven't brought his ass in here yet with skinny ass, white legs. Need to bring his ass in here now.
Gray. Oh my goodness. Bill Ronayne is gay. Is gray. Yeah, that we gotta have him blue.
Yeah, he blue now. I gave him the wrench. I didn't even know he was gray.
Yeah, that's what happens when you start getting out there, Adrian. People just start coming in from all over. And you haven't been here before. I know.
I don't use it either.
I have it. I tried it once, and then I told you guys the story. Right? Where I tried flying with the motion control without reading the instructions, and
I have seen people.
Give me a minute, guys.
I'm scared of that thing flying. This damn thing.
Have you ever tried? You ever tried to stop this thing grabbing in the air? Sorry, Adrian.
I do want to welcome Steve. Hold on one second, guys. I do want to welcome Steve Carpenter. How you doing, buddy? Thank you so much for coming in. Hey, Steve, your link is in your email for you to go ahead and come and join, sir. Please go ahead and do that, man.
My brother from another mother down there in Southern California.
Nice.
Let me.
Have you? What were you asking if you tried the emergency stop? The panic stop?
The old shit button?
Yeah.
Dude, I was playing with that the other night. That was fun.
It's serious, isn't
People
it?
are like, "Holy shit, dude!
See, that-
shit."
now
Holy
that-
shit, but people jump, dude.
Now that is pretty
You
cool
can
because like
stir up some people quick.
yeah, I honestly think that's the coolest thing about this thing because in sport mode it flies like a freaking airplane,
Dude.
but unlike an airplane, you can stop it dead in its tracks. You're like,
At
oh crap!
60 miles an hour, dude. It stops in 2 feet in the air, dude.
Now,
And longer.
These motors, these
now, hey,
freaking
guys,
motors
Change
are
my
strong.
stick so that my stick is a little bit stiff. I think I need to loosen it up more, but so getting that center hover, if you don't center your stick yourself, it's more like an FPV quad where it'll start dropping down. You'll start getting them sensors. So you got to watch making sure your stick is centered when you're flying it, like just cruising around, because it doesn't center itself anymore.
Right. You're right about that.
Yep.
It made me pause about changing that, to be honest
Yeah.
with you.
I almost want it the other way, but I
didn't
know if I go FPV mode, I want it that way.
I might buy another controller over. You know, and then when I'm flying FPV, if I'm trying to fly a manual, I'll use one controller, and if I'm flying like
Right.
then I'll use the other. But then I thought, well, maybe I'll use this if I ever fly sport again. I'm all about flying it in manual, quite frankly. Because if I'm going to fly in sport, or if I'm going to fly, well, sport's really fast, but if I'm going to fly in normal, especially,
The sport's
I'm
fast.
going to bring out the
footage.
magic gear too.
Sport
You know,
is good footage, you know, as far as mixing it in, because you can still use that gimbal adjustment. If you're watching your controls and your height and whatnot, you could turn that gimbal down and still pan across the ground in sport mode and get a nice pan type thing that you won't get in that Mavic because of the way that it turns like an airplane.
That's right.
You know what I mean? You get that different cinematic type feel from the turn.
That's what I was
Once
going
you get
for.
the stick where your yaw and your roll kind of mix together a little bit more, you'll feel that cinematic flow to it, and it'll just be kind of floaty around your corner. And you won't be able to get that in the Mavic because of the way you can adjust the gimbal at the same time while you're flying to get that footage. Where I was like, one of the scenes in that video I put up, I was looking down at the trailers, and then I come up over the trees and I panned up with the camera to catch the sunset. You won't get that in the Mavic. You know what I mean? The way it came up and came up. So it's going to have its points in the sport type mode where it's a little bit quicker, and there's a lot of stuff that could be done with this. I think I can't wait to see
put the magic gear too in FPV mode. I've done it, and it's not the same, but it changes the flight characteristics.
Yep. I was hoping to do it today, and it was a little bit windy, and there's just so many damn people at the parks. I figured because it was overcast and the rain was supposed to move in by like 1 or 3, I was like, 12 o'clock, I'll hit the parks real quick. Dude, they were packed, man. There was people everywhere. I couldn't find anybody to come kind of be a spotter for me. I'm like, nah,
Hey,
I'm not even fucking with FPV in this.
Question, guys. So, according to what Tim Devon is saying, if I'm flying my drone, you can actually watch my feed through the goggles.
Yes.
Yeah. Just connect it to your direct phone.
Let me get this straight again.
Your Android phone and the DJI app. That's all it takes.
Is that only with Android to Android?
Android, not even
so it doesn't work with the iPhone.
You can do it with the iPhone too. You just use the DJI app. It pulls straight.
Fly. You connect your phone with the Fly app to the USB-C. Oh, sorry, I talked. Yeah, you just use USB-C from the goggles to your phone. Start up the Fly app, and then you'll see the live feed from this camera. Or actually, it's with your goggles. You'll see it'll be your goggles view, basically. But without the telemetry. The thing that sucks is you don't see like the battery life and all that stuff. That'd be so cool for doing YouTube videos. So you can show like, here's what I see.
Yeah.
That's how you get those FPV strikes though too. if you're like 450 feet high or something.
Well, I meant for like how to go through the menus and stuff. To do like how-to videos would be nice to be able to show the menus.
Yeah, that's true. That'll be on there. When you saw Nurk's video, Nurk had all the telemetry up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait a minute. So I got on the phone and called a couple people, and the beta app has it, but the app that's going out, that went out to people, didn't have it. So I think they're
I'm
waiting
sure he's
until
doing
the Air
market
2S
testing
comes
right
out.
now.
I think they're waiting until the Air 2S comes out, and then maybe they'll
He went hard over from analog to DJI, and he was a strong analog kind of guy because he was a racer, you know, DRL, this or that. So he was strong in the analog field, and he was real skeptical about DJI. But then when he started going indoors, like he went to like an indoor soccer field and whatnot, where there was lots of dome over the top and whatnot, and he was getting like crazy penetration and clear video because it didn't have that analog bouncing off everything. Analog feed's so much different than the digital feed, and it pictures it together and pixels it into your goggle so that it always tries to keep up what it is seeing. So it concentrates on that, whereas analog is just concentrated on the signal. So the penetration and multi-pathing of the goggle feed and everything was the best. And he's gone DJI all the way since then.
Now, one thing I do love about these though is that you know, I mean, the HD quality compared to the analog. That's what I was telling you, Mike. Out there, you know what I mean? At the meetup.
I've got the Orcas. The Orcas are supposed to be the best analog goggle lens that they've got on any of the goggles. It's pretty damn comparable. The difference is the Orcas break up. DJI doesn't break, dude. DJI has not broke. I haven't found a breakup in my feed flying anywhere that I've flown. I've flown a half mile from the house already, and like no feed breakup, no latencies, no nothing, dude. It's smooth.
Here in the States,
DJI Digital is way better patching, and if you're getting into drones nowadays, I would straight up tell you go into DJI. Get the DJI goggles. Don't even mess around with analog unless you're planning on only racing. If you're only racing, your latency on DJI is going to be way comparable to the analog, but you're not going to have the breakup. So if you're going for long range cinematics and sightseeing, this and that, just go DJI. Straight up, go DJI. It's way better.
Yeah, well, decent analog goggles are $300, right? $300-$400.
Dude, I paid $800 almost for the I'll pull them up right now. Orcas. It just came up on Newbie Drone in my email, and they were like $600 for the Orcas. That's just
Where's the hell is Rigger? Where's Rigger at? You know, give me shit for how much we paid for this drone. It's like what?
So my Fat Shark Attitude V4s 3 years ago, almost 4 years ago, were $350. They came with the Fat Shark basic module, only one antenna, not diversity. I upgraded $80 for the True D and used that for the longest time. And then I upgraded to the Rapid Fire. And so now my Orcas are running the Rapid Fire, my DJI or my Fat Sharks are running the Rapid Fire. And you saw me, I switched over and I had no problem between the two goggles. My Orcas didn't work. I was like, screw it, I got a spare. So I threw on the Fat Sharks and flew them all day that weekend. They worked just fine. You know what I mean? The video is the same between the Orcas. The difference is the quality of the video that you see. The Orcas are OLED type screen. They're set up and future proof supposedly for HD video, but it's future proof. When's the future? What's their future? You know what I mean? Shark Bite came out. Now they're Bite Frost, or Bite Frost came out. Now they're Shark Bite. That was the Fat Sharks version of the HD, and they're on round 3 officially. You know what I mean? Trying to come out with the HD version of their goggle, and they can't compete with the DJI still. So,
hey, fellas, give me a minute. My daughter's about to go to bed. I'll be right back in a minute. Keep talking about.
There he goes. Free as hell. Anything goes. Cat's away.
You know, it's 11 o'clock. I told you to be in bed an hour ago.
I gotta get myself in bed, man. I'm tired.
Orca goggles from the FPV1 store, which is Orca's store. will cost you $550 straight up by themselves. Same thing as the DJ. It was actually cheaper when I was looking at getting the Orcas. I went with Orcas because I was already analog, so it was easier for changing up all my quads. So I looked at Orcas and I looked at all the other stuff, and by the time you figure it out, Orcas and DJI ended up being close to the same price, but DJI was actually cheaper, and that was with adding the analog upgrade to the DJI One goggles for like $70 and the patch, and it still ended up being like $50 cheaper to buy the something like that for the DJI goggles all fixed up to get the Orcas the way that I have. So if the cost is up there the right way as far as the top of the quality, but it's like Sky Zones are up there $400 or $500 right now with the HD03s and all that kind of shit from Fat Shark. Everybody's pushing that price. Eachines even pushed their price up like $300 for $100 pair of goggles that they used to push. You know, oh, we did some upgrades. We're going to charge you $200 more. The technology's out there. Everybody's stealing it. You know what I mean? China. That's how they work. They can shut a company down. They can start a company up this week, run it for 2 weeks, get all that profit off that, have all those orders, and shut it down and call it a bunk company and wash. And nobody will chase them down because there's no law against it in China. So all these companies, like I was talking to Matt North over there in Australia, he's looking for a darn radio, and he's looking at eBay. I'm like, dude, eBay, it's tough, man. It could be somebody just trying to open a store. It could be somebody bullshitting. You never know exactly what you're getting. You know, eBay's tough that way. Amazon's supposed to be a little bit more reputable, but they're the same way as eBay in the end.
And I am back.
You can open up a store on Amazon and push a bunch of bunk products all day long, dude. Easily. All you need is the product to push a little bit. He was looking at a radio, and they were pushing that it was all this special radio, but it didn't have the Hall gimbals, and they're making it sound like it had the Hall gimbals. And then he looks into their ad, and he sees some with Hall gimbals, and they're a little bit more pricey. And he's like, "Oh, what's up?" So they're just, you know, floating the ads and descriptions and whatnot to vague them. When there's so much stuff out to choose from, it's easy to do. HGLRC or HGRC? Which one do I buy from?
Hey, to answer Justin John 863, that is true, man. With the Mini 1, that's Wi-Fi compared to the Mini 2. There's a big freaking difference, man.
It's huge.
Big difference.
Even with the what are those reflective plates that go on the antennas on the one?
Parabolic.
Yeah, the parabolic reflectors. I use those on the Mini 1. I got decent range, but it's nothing compared to the DJI Mini 2. The OcuSync 2 has got it by far, and the radio antennas on it are so much better for communication on it. Yeah, it's phenomenal.
Hey, Tim Devon, I will definitely check out those videos, man. I would like to, you know, find out exactly how they do it. I'm sure that it's probably real simple. You know what I mean? I just never done it before. I've seen the guys do it, but I didn't really pay attention to how they did it.
Well, I was going to tell you, but then you guys went off on the phone tangent. The phone, we already talked about the phone. Sharing goggles, you just go into the settings and you put your goggles in audience mode.
Mm-hmm.
And then anybody around you with DJI goggles can see your feed.
Advanced settings.
Oh, okay, got you. Okay. It's pretty easy. Okay.
Yeah, then everybody with goggles can see your feed.
How do you change the channels? That's what I want to find out next.
It's automatic.
It's automatic, yeah.
I don't think
can you change it though? Can you change it? Like if 3 or 4 of us are flying the FPV quad together, can we all change channels so that we're not on the same channel?
Automatically.
I think it's automatic.
So if there's other interference, it'll just switch to another channel?
Yeah, because it happened. just the other day. Geez, it seemed like when I was with your friend, doesn't he have DJI goggles?
He had the DJI FPV goggles, and
he fired up his goggles.
Changed.
Well, he fired up his goggles, and for a split second, my thing went fuzzy, and then it cleared right up.
Yep, and his stayed fucked the whole time. Adam couldn't fly for shit with that on. Yep.
He didn't have DJI FPV goggles. He
had the DJI FPV ones. Well, he might have been using his Orca goggles at that point.
He's using his Orcas.
He has the Orcas too, but his DJI FPV goggles, I think, is the only way he did fly. I think because
I don't know. You might be right.
He had that one rig that was brand new, and he just put DJI into it and whatnot, and that was like one of the last packs that he flew.
What did you say about this audience?
You were playing with the Mavic.
What did you guys say about the audience mode?
When you put in audience mode, then everyone can see your feed.
So anybody
wirelessly,
DJI goggles can tune your feed. Yeah.
Sweet.
If they have a DJI goggles.
Yeah, if they've got analog goggles, it won't matter. They ain't gonna catch your feed because the frequencies are so widespread for DJI versus. But
it's badass.
I was looking at the different channels that it has. It has 8 channels for DJI, and I noticed that 5805 is channel 5 on the DJI goggles. 5806 is the frequency I run on my. So when you tried to fly and I tried to fly, I said, "Oh yeah, the DJI stuff hasn't really messed with my stuff." And then I tried it, and I ended up crashing at 3-inch. It's because I was on 5806, and it actually caught your signal when we were close enough. Because you were out when I fired up.
Right.
When you got closer in, it ended up interfering and pulling the power enough that it interfered. So through those trees and whatnot, I was getting blurry, staticky. That's why I ended up crashing that one. But I found out I was on 5806. You were probably on 5805, which is the DJI channel 5. And it just interfered too much, man. It bled right over. But that's the problem with analog. It's easy to bleed over analog.
There's channel mode manual on here.
Yeah, I thought there was, Chuck. I don't like to speak out of turn.
So
it doesn't let me, but I can't change anything. But I can't change anything.
It doesn't let you change it?
Maybe I need the RC on.
Drone fired up totally, and the radio fired up to do it.
I got I just turned the transmitter or the RC on. Maybe they'll change.
You don't get full controls of anything unless you have everything fired up on that rig.
The shit's all on now.
Fully, you won't get full controls of all the settings.
You got the drone on?
Yeah, I just turned the RC on. I'm waiting. Hello.
So you got the drone on and the controller?
The drone controller.
Yeah.
And
just give it a minute.
That's why I'm asking. I didn't hear that ring.
Oh, well, we can do it again. I'm okay. Turn it off. Turn it back on again.
No, that's all right.
No, I go in the manual and nada.
No, I don't think you can change the channels when you're using the V2 goggles with an air unit or a Caddx Vista.
Is that what?
Oh wait, no, you can't. Wait, no, you can. Channel 1, channel 2.
There you go. He just didn't know how to get the controls right.
It's the controls are wonky on these goggles.
Hey,
I've been
using a little joystick on the side of my goggles for a while, so it's not so wonky to me.
There's 2 buttons on
what the hell does this shit mean on the side? I didn't read the manual, so I don't know what these lights on the
Push
side.
the
Lights mean.
Push the button. Right next to the number. Don't just look at the number on the side of the goggle.
Yeah,
that's the channel. That's the channel.
Yeah,
the channel number, right?
Okay. Well.
And the A's automatic. Duh. Okay.
Yeah, normally it shows an A.
Frequency.
Normally it shows an A on there.
Yeah, auto.
Yeah, there we go.
Auto.
There, I didn't read the manual. Now I kind of like, okay.
Yeah.
Well, why would I want to read the manual?
Well, I didn't want to pull it up on the computer. That's the problem. I didn't want to have to scan it on my phone and send the link over to the computer so I could see it up there so I could read it decently.
All right, that's cool.
It's like 38 pages of half the crap you don't need.
That's a good thing. I read the manual. manual because I'm weird. But
I
you know, I
did the quick start manual. That's all I read was the quick start.
I read the whole thing. I read every single manual. I'm like I said, I'm weird that way. I've messed too many things up not reading the manual.
Wow,
You know what I mean?
when all else fails, read the manual. I thought the fat strap was unique that I picked, but don't know, and everybody else has
But
the same one.
now, mind you, I haven't changed a whole lot of settings, and the only settings I've changed have been stuff that I learned from tutorials. So
Right.
they were mostly DJI tutorials, so I kind of have read the manual.
They put up some good tutorials. You know, I hate to
They
tell
are
you a fanboy, but the
tutorials.
DJI ones are really good tutorials. They really do.
Everything I've been able to do has been through the tutorials, and a few things that I caught with other people as far as camera settings or this or that. But mostly it's been DJI that I've flown it through. So
Yeah, I gotta adjust my rates more. I gotta strike a balance because now I got it too slow. So
yeah,
when I do a roll or whatever,
I haven't
turns
touched
too
any
slow.
of the rates, none of the rates. So that was one of the things I wanted to put it into acro before I touched the rates, because I wanted to see how that flies before I start adjusting things.
Now
So
it's my turn.
then I'll adjust.
Now,
Oh,
Mike.
Adrian's turn.
Mike, my turn. So
Hey, somebody had to entertain the people, man. We were trying.
now I do have a question for you. I got a question for you, Chuck. Have you already flew it in manual mode already? Yes or no?
Hell no. It'd be in
Okay.
pieces if I had. This
Not
it would not look like this.
long.
It would
Not
look
long.
more
Wait a
like
minute.
I'm the
a
only
Lego
one that
kit.
has.
Hold on one second. Now, Lon, I know you have. So the question for you is, how easy was it for you to do the loop or the roll? How easy was it?
Have you ever done a loop or a roll?
No,
I tried it on liftoff and I crashed
listen,
immediately.
Probably going to be a little bit. Did you try it in the app?
I
You
tried
said
it on
the app
liftoff.
worked on your phone. Did you try it there, Adrian?
The app is crappy app. It's
Well,
shit.
but it still kind of gives you the finger control and the throttle control to be able to do a loop. The way this thing flies, I don't know in Horizon, but the way it flies in the other way, you ain't doing nothing close to a loop.
But check this out, Mike. On the app, I only did it with my phone. I don't know how I can link. Can I actually use my actual FPV drone?
you plug it in.
on it? Huh?
You plug it in.
Yeah,
You
you
plug
can
in
plug
the
your remote to it and
Hey,
everything.
you plug your remote to your phone.
So it plugs in. It's supposed to plug in.
Whoa. Hold on. One at a time.
System
One
through your
now?
goggles.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. So you're telling me I'm gonna get the goggles, the remote, and plug it to your phone?
Yeah.
Now, to my understanding, don't you have to have the quad fired up as well to fly?
I
So that
don't
blinks
think
fully?
so. I think you hook the remote up to your phone and you turn on the goggles.
Okay, so
Don't
the
quote
remote
me on
goes
that.
into a simulator type thing.
I
See,
don't have the effing app because I'm an Android
yeah.
guy.
I'm on an
So, I don't
Android,
have that.
and it's
Yeah, I don't
not
have it either for
available
the
on
same reason.
Android yet.
I've heard it sucks,
So
though.
what is the app called for that?
DJI Virtual Flight.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know the app sucks if you don't even know the name of it, Adrian?
Yeah, you said you tried it.
listen,
You already
hold
got
on.
it installed.
Hey,
Look it up.
listen, I flew it on somebody's Android
Oh.
phone, not on my
Yeah,
phone.
exactly. I have a friend with an
There's
iPhone that
yeah.
told me all
Yeah.
about it too.
Not
how
on
it's
an iPhone, on an
limited.
Android.
Dude, it's not even available on the Android right now.
Available on
Obviously,
Android.
there was issues on the Android.
I'm sorry,
version.
not an Android, on somebody's iPhone, just not
Oh.
mine. I'm sorry,
Oh.
you're right.
Okay. I was gonna say Android. It's not available.
No.
I think there's some
Now
issues
hold
or
on,
something
Lon.
with their thing there, and they shut it down until they get it fixed. It says
What's
not
the name?
available currently.
I heard
What's the
it's
name of it
disappointing.
again, Lon?
DJI Virtual Flight. VIRTUALFLIGHT.
Virtual fail. I mean flight.
You forgot space. You got to be specific with Adrian.
He's fine.
SP.
Ooh, you're number one. You're number one. You're number
I'm
one.
just making sure you're paying attention, brother.
I am. I'm listening.
You didn't get nothing by Webster, man.
Keep him on his toes. He's
Now,
been blowing me up. Maybe like,
There's
dude,
also
did you
another
play
app.
Hacker yet, man? Oh my gosh.
guys,
So
There's also
excited.
another app for the 3D FPV DJI drone fly, but that is $17.99.
No.
You gotta pay for that.
No, It's a free app.
Free.
No, I got it. I'm already
DJI
I got it right here. I got it. It's already downloading.
It walks you through it, if I remember correctly. I've seen the tutorial on it. I believe as soon as you fire it up, it tells you what to do.
I thought about buying a cheap like iPad.
Goggles.
I thought about buying a cheap iPad just to throw it up here so I could play the virtual app. You
Is
know?
there such a thing? Can you get a cheap Apple anything?
Yeah, you buy the used shit, man.
No,
I'm not
You find
buying
out what
Apple
the lowest
anything.
version that the app is rated for on iPhone, and you buy that version.
I'm not buying Apple anything ever.
I'm not buying Apple. I had an
I've
iPad.
never owned an Apple.
Someone gave me an
Leave that
iPad.
to the Apple dudes. The Apple dudes, they can have. I'm not going to get in their way at all. They can. They like it, and it's cool.
I'm like 49
Hard pass.
this year. So the funny part of everybody on Apple is that when I was in school, computers we learned were on Apple IIe's.
I remember the 2E.
That was the computer we learned how to program and learn computing with DOS and all that shit on. That's where computing started for me.
I remember the 2E. They had one at the library near my house, and I was like,
Apple's
"What a
still here, fucking haunting us."
yeah." I remember the 2E
So limited.
And we programmed on Tandy.
and the AT and the
You're going to talk
XP.
to me about Apple IIe's. We had Tandys, and we backed up on cassette tape.
Yeah.
Oh, the TRS 80s.
Tandy HX1000 is what we owned as a home computer
I remember the
before I
TRS
left for the
80.
military in '90.
Remember
Tandy HX1000.
Remember the TRS 80? My next door neighbor, his dad had the thing that hit the typewriter to like work like a printer.
Hey, Chuck, do me a favor, okay? Let me see the fat strap for your goggle. Let me see that again. And while you at it, where did you get him from?
Backstrap, I hope.
From Fat Strap Direct.
Fat strapping.
You can pick,
Hold on,
fashion
I'm hearing people at the same time. What was that, Chuck?
right to the
Fat strap.
Yeah, Fat Strap.
Just type in fat
Company.
strap.
The company
Trust
site,
me.
yeah.
It'll come straight up on your computer.
How long did you get it after you ordered it?
It's like about
About
a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can drive and get it, Adrian. Their headquarters is in Florida.
Nice.
Probably associated to Rotor Riot.
Maybe, but the thing that's really cool is the battery strap. It's simple as it seems. It's really nice to have the battery up on top.
What's going on, Mr. Blind Neil? How you doing, buddy? Thank you for coming in, Chief.
And not
Yeah,
having the reverse
appreciate you, man.
mohawk part. Sorry,
Yeah.
left over Adrian.
I'm so
I'd have-
used to putting a battery in my back pocket. So, like, when I go out and FPV fly, I'll take my wallet out of my pocket, and that's where the battery goes the rest of the day.
Yeah, I like it all self-contained.
So, like,
Yeah, man.
Lon's actually, he was out there flying. He's like, "Oh man, my DJI goggles are dead." I'm like, "Dude, just here." So I
Dude,
had
exactly what he must have done exactly.
this battery, and he plugged in his goggles, and he
Wait.
put the rest of the packs that he wanted. He just used my goggle battery.
Lon, what'd you do with your cord? Did you wrap it around the
I
holder?
stuffed it in the because the battery holder is a little bit big, so I just folded it up
So I
and stuffed it in with the battery.
coiled mine around.
Yeah, I stuffed mine in with the battery. I folded it up, stuffed it in with the battery.
You see that, Adrian?
I coiled it
They
around.
got them fat straps, and they're already trying to modify them to hold the DJI battery.
That's because the cable's too damn long.
Now, the advantage is the fat strap is made. You can run up to a 4S battery on that goggle, like a LiPo battery, like the ones that I fly. You could throw that on there with the same cord, and it'll
Same
run
voltage,
the
and it'll
4S
work. Yeah.
battery, and you can have that up on your head, and it'll fit in that holder better because it's bigger. It's a LiPo.
I agree with that.
That's what it's really designed for. The
I
guy
agree with
I do have to agree with Justin. I used to also be the same way because I used to own the Note 3 and then the Note 4, the Galaxy phones. But when I got my iPhone, I fell in love with it. I know that what you call it, the Android has more free apps and a lot of Apple. iPhone, you gotta buy the apps. But I love the iPhone. I'd rather get the iPhone before I get the Android.
iPhone's biggest boost is because iPhone is more secure. That's why it is. Their apps have to be approved through them. That's the other thing. Whereas
Bad.
Android, anybody that can code and open
Bad.
source can actually make apps for Android. So it's more susceptible to bugs or, hacks, this and that. So that's why Android's there, though. It's open source. Just like OpenTX that we run, Tyrannus. The QX7, it's open source. Anybody can write the code for that shit. You can go in there and get the code that's on this currently right now and try to rewrite it yourself.
Love your fold, don't you, man?
For it. It all depends on what you want to do. But yeah, open source just makes it available. Means anybody can have it. DJI is exclusive.
I missed Tim Jackson by a half hour, aren't I? He said he'd show up about midnight.
Yeah, it'll be on in about 3-4 hours, though.
That's the default too.
But if you crash now, Chuck, you might get a good nap in before Tim comes online. Do a Sunday morning sunrise
Tim
on
said he
the
was going to come in about an hour. He's still not here yet. He's talking shit.
He said about a half hour ago, right?
Sunday is on a Sunday.
No, he said that already an hour ago, about an hour and a half ago, Chuck.
Ooh, I thought it was like a half hour ago. My bad.
Default too.
Oh, it is 11:30. It's getting pretty late.
Getting pretty late.
Yeah,
I'm going on for a few hours now.
I'm about to call this in about good 30 minutes from now. I'll be done.
Yeah. When the clock strikes midnight. You probably don't recognize that kind of music. That's too old for you, isn't it, Adrian?
Probably.
I'm guessing so. He's over there like, oh, what the fuck was that?
Tim Jackson, if you will hear, you'll be able to hear Tim Jackson now.
Sounds familiar to me, but
skinny ass in there and stop playing around.
Yeah, did you get to the post office yet? I'm just gonna start bugging you because every time you see me, you're like apologizing. You ain't been to the post office, dude. You said you were sending it. I don't care. That's up to you. When you send it, you send it.
Neil flew the Spark today. Neil flew the Spark. Adrian, did you keep your Spark or did you sell it?
No, I got every single one of my drones. I'm not selling none of them.
Hey, I brought the drone and I could pull up footy if you want to see what I flew today.
I got every single one.
You want to see raw footy? You want to see raw footy from today there, Adrian?
My Mavic Air 1 was my first love, and I still got it.
Wow, good for you.
We can. Oh yeah, it's in the front on this thing, isn't it?
What?
Oh, the SD card.
Yeah, it's in that goofy flappy drawer.
I like having the SD card in the drone and in the goggles, though.
That's what I'm doing. So that's what I got them both right here.
Double video, but now I'm not sure. I haven't pegged it out yet.
Not stabilized in the goggles
enough between the two. So when you go into the drone, you can take props out of view.
Yes.
So does the SD card record the props out of view video?
Yes.
Yes. Yep.
So
the goggles
video is the better video to have. All right.
And it's also stabilized. It has the rock steady working. The goggles do not, because you'll get sick. Because you get sick if you have the rock steady in the goggles. That's why they want it jittery.
Yep. You get the raw view in the goggles.
Yes.
And then you get the processed on the card in the drone.
But you can select to hide the props on the goggles and the aircraft, but that's kind of like I have the props showing in the goggles so I can see the perimeter and then off on the drone. But some guys want to leave them in on the drone footage and only crop it when they need to, because if you fly it right, you don't have the props all the time. They're just, depending on the angle of the aircraft is when the props show up. So I guess
it's still recorded in 3 files because I haven't figured out how to shut off. How do you change the file size for the video recording? So that it records
your frame rate.
So I get 3-minute, 18-second videos.
You're shooting 4K 60.
Okay, so it doesn't matter what size. That's what crops your video as far as size.
No, that determines your file.
The Mavic Mini, you can go in and say, I want my file size to max out at this.
No, that's something else.
That's a
Mike. That's not your
cache.
file size. That's
Yeah,
your
the cache.
that's your
That's what I
cache.
want to.
That's your
what I
cache.
want to change. Because mine ends up at like at 4K at 60 frames. I get 3 minutes 18 seconds of
I know. That's what I just told you.
I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, dude, I can't have that. So
No, I think I have
I
like
wanted to change the cache size so that I could up it.
It's
even
not
if
the
I wanted to do
cache.
4K. Oh,
It's not the cache. And besides that, the 3 minutes and 18 seconds.
now it's gonna.
And then the next three. Okay. And then the next 3 minutes and 18 seconds start off with the last one ended. So it's not like you lost anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
I didn't
all about
lose
the
it. Yeah, it splits back. It doesn't split back, so you don't lose.
I
the
do.
footage, but-
Hey guys, give me a minute. I do want to welcome JSK Enterprise to the stream. Thank you so much for coming in, buddy. I really appreciate you, man. How you doing? Hey, Mike, hold on. I'm about to go ahead and share your thing.
This is just playing around today over at the park. So the background over there is all a golf cart.
Now, Mike, this is in sports mode, right?
Yeah, it's between stable and sports. I switch back and forth. I kind of went in a little bit, and then I went into sport and played around, and then went into sensor mode again. Once you go into sport mode, the sensor you lose sensoring. So flying like down by trees and this and that, I tend to use the sensoring more at this point until I really get to know the drone. I'm still learning how it floats because of so when I drop my throttle, my nose dies down. When I drop the throttle on this, the whole drone kind of floats down. So getting used to that, playing around is what basically I'm doing.
That's the reason why I still have it. I'm still flying the way I'm flying until I really get used to it.
I ain't picking on you at all, brother. I ain't picking
when I get used to it, and then when I
I'm
get
looking, trying to figure out that float and this and that and how it's handling. That's why I said I like to get out there and put it in acro mode and see how it handles, and then I want to go through and adjust my rates so that I kind of get a feel for both, so that I know when it's in acro mode what my rates should be. But I want to get a feel for the drone more, man. I just haven't flown. This is like 5th pack on it so far. So and I didn't even do a full pack, but I'm still going in between. This is only 1080-60 today. I did drop it down to 1080-60. So matter of fact, I didn't even look. Yeah, see, there was only like 2 minutes of video on this one, and then I ended up bumping a button, I think, and switched the video. But so I mean, there's potential with this drone just cruising through. This is a spot that I've been flying for like 4 years with FPV drones. So I've ripped the shit out of this. I've flown through the trees. That tree right there, I do flips and rolls through and all kinds of shit. So, I mean, it's a spot I'm regular at, but just to kind of get some cinematic type footage of it to see what, kind of views and play around.
Man, I tell you what, in sports mode, that thing got some giddy up, man.
Yeah, it'll go. Dude, wait till you put it into full acro. It'll do. So I hear it'll go 100 miles an hour.
90 something, yeah.
I got 100.
I heard 100. I heard
in the tail. I think with a tailwind, yeah, because it's not.
Yeah.
It's
In
not.
a dive.
He hit 100 the other day.
Crazy.
I got 100 in the dive. It was like 103 or something like that.
So here's where I switched it back into normal mode so that I had the sensors because I knew I was coming through the trees. So I wanted to make sure to turn the sensors back on, but I didn't go low. I just kind of cruised along. I was more playing with range and getting a feel for what the range on the video and shit like that is. I'm so used to analog, dude. My video will cut out trying to fly this shit right now. Yeah, I'm way over there. All that brick building in the way and all that. I'd have never done it with analog. But
what's going on, John Shout? How you doing, Jody? Thank you for
with the
coming
DJI
in.
rig.
Thank you for popping in, Jordan. I really appreciate you, buddy.
I got a single drop out at about 2,000 feet today, but I was hiding in a cubby between two buildings and flying on the other side of a building.
Yeah.
Downtown. Yeah.
See that pause there in that video is where I come down low and I was like, oh, doing a nice come down, and then I like got too light on one control because I'm used to the way an FPV quad flies, and it like paused. And I was like, oh shit. Oh shit! I need to start working out this summer. My belly's getting big.
Yeah, no shit.
That shit was rounded, bro. You right, Adrian. That shit look rounded.
I can't talk.
Spare tire. Dude, wait. What are you, Adrian? 30?
Age? No, I'm 43.
You're 43. Oh, yeah, you ain't doing bad off them. Dude, they say at 30 it starts really kicking in. And there's like no slowing it down. But
yeah,
a lot of Jim Beam and Coca-Cola went to that valley right there. Fuck around. This COVID shit's gotta end.
No, this is a question that I wanted to ask you, Mike. Hey, Mike, where's the video stuttering? Is that the SD card?
I don't know. That's 1080. It's not stuttering here, so it's probably just the feed.
It's just the feed.
probably just the feed.
It's StreamYards.
Yeah.
Okay, now look who decided to come in. Matter of fact, you know what? He about to go in the green room for a minute. Hold on, give me a minute.
Oh, snap.
In green room.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Starting off the show in the right way, huh, Tim?
Yeah.
Thank you for that view, Tim. I got it. I got it live on YouTube. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry about that, bro.
Tim's wake and bake is in a can. Mine comes in a bowl.
Pork chop in a can, Mike. Pork chop in a can.
Pork chop in a can. That's right, mate.
Yeah.
Right, Mike. Do I look like Aussie? I'm not Aussie. You don't have to say
You are now.
mate.
You're a transplant.
Them hops do well for the proteins.
I do have a question, Tim. What the hell took you so goddamn long to come in here?
I've been CDASF for about 3 hours now, buddy. I'm sorry. Did you see my
what? You've been what?
As
CDASF.
ASF. As F.
Okay, well, check this out. That's not my problem. That's your problem, not mine.
That was, hey, I found the bedroom. It doesn't matter. So.
Okay,
Mr. Maverick. All right, Mr. Maverick.
Now. Tim's all sophisticated. Y'all got to watch out. Tim's got a bedroom now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, not a single bed no more. I mean, it's a double.
2 months ago, he said, I'm going on the wagon. This month, he's got a bedroom. Shit's turning around in his life, bro. He's thinking about things. He's got the brain going.
I got a brain. I got the brains, but I got it in me.
It's getting them moving, dude. Nobody said you didn't have the brains. It's just getting them to do something.
Jesus, Tim, I saw you when I got.
How long has them printers been sitting there waiting to starting to print, bro?
No, they're printing. They're printing. I've been making.
All of them are printing now.
I want to start out with small prints and shit, so I can just get scratched. Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Thanks, Mike. Hey, Sean.
It's only encouragement, brother. I'm only encouragement. Just saying.
Oh yeah. Oh, I gotta print. If I don't print once a day, something's wrong with me.
Not trying to be a dick too bad.
Hey Tim, you see I went up a set and a half. Doogie coin. They made a big jump.
And I was happy as fuck. And Mike, I gotta tell you, your printer is packed. It's boxed. But like I said,
I was just gonna say, man, I'll wait till about Monday afternoon, Tuesday before I start bugging you for a tracking number again.
Nah, tomorrow will be shipped because I got a job close to home tomorrow, so I won't be driving all the way to Brisbane. So yeah, I'll get home in time.
Nice, bro. We'll see what we can play with, man.
I'm trying to get some more.
We're gonna convert that bitch to English and smack it around a little bit. Get it speaking some other languages, and we'll get it printing, dude.
just smack that bed a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
So he won a printer from Creality, the actual company Creality. He won a printer, but when it came to him, it's all in Chinese. Nothing's in English. Or
I downloaded software. I downloaded upgrade.
So he's
the upgrade.
He's turning over the headache.
Hey, here's the aspirin. Go for it.
Yeah, send me a bottle of Bayer, please.
I'm going to try to send a bottle of Bundaberg rum in it. That's what I was trying to do.
Yeah.
But I don't know how immigration is going to try. But I'll try to.
Yeah, watch us get snagged for some freaking rum, dude.
Yeah,
that'll be fucked up.
It would be.
The big old friend, nice old friend, has some rum holds. Yeah, just make sure the bottle. Don't send more than a pint. That's the key. Don't send more than a pint. Keep it
about like that. Like your small bottle that you used to drink.
That's what I do is a pint.
Yeah, exactly.
It's 375 milliliter. So
it's nothing organic, so it should pass through customs. So
it's the alcohol content that gets it. Once they find out, if you don't label it as alcohol, they'll just think it's some like juice or some shit. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm just gonna
don't label it as alcohol. They're not going to be able to test that. I don't think.
I'm just going to say fragile. That's it.
Fragile?
You know what always works for me is drone parts. It works great, dude. I've gotten some shit across the border to Canada a couple of times.
Maybe I'll do that. Yeah, I'll put drone parts.
Drone parts. Parts as parts.
Hey, Lon.
Drone parts works great.
Hey, Lon, I just literally got a notification for one of your videos.
Who?
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I had it edited, and I just didn't upload it because I don't care that much. But I was like, well, while you guys are talking, I guess I'll go ahead and do it real quick. You can post it if you want.
The other night, I was trying to figure out what to upload
right now. I think.
Are they doing more? Is YouTube doing more purges? Because I've been subscribed to Lon for like a year now, and it went there and it wasn't subscribed. What the hell is that about?
Hey, Tim, I don't know, but I know that I've been losing a lot of subscribers, and I don't even know what the hell is going on.
I don't know what's going on.
People still telling me to subscribe to my channel, but I've been losing subscribers.
I haven't gone over 1.2 yet. I still seem to be. I think I'm at like 1.18 right now.
Well, that's shit,
like
man.
that. So I'm slowly building up.
Because Mike was saying that he dropped the video, I'm like, why didn't I get a fucking notice? And I went to his channel, and I wasn't subscribed. What the fuck?
Damn. That's
really helpful.
Right, who fucking else have a
friends, dude?
Exactly. Hey, I made it to 211.
Lon, you should have waited to show that shit, dude. That shit's only coming at 360 right now.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I recorded it earlier. You could have shown it.
It took me like 2-3 hours to let that shit set before that last video come up to 1080. I was like, "Fuck, dude, what the hell is taking so long?"
It's not hitting 720
yet. Processing on tubes.
Yeah, it's not hitting 720 yet.
Yeah, it's been the same way for me, Justin. A63, John A63, the same damn thing. I would get some, and then they would lose some. Then I would get some more slowly. It's just a bunch of BS. Hey, Mike Kenya, I'll watch that video later on, man.
Yeah, acting like he's not a working man. He's sitting home now. Sorry, network set up to do.
Oh, he did the Amway.
Network set up to do.
Now, Tim, was that necessary?
He did the Amway building. Oh, he did a loop. Don't tell me you went under that bridge. You went under that bridge.
Who needs AA?
Bridges.
Yes, he did.
Can you share it? Hey, whoa. Share the video. Somebody share the video.
Let me restart.
No music. No
It's YouTube
music.
music.
It's false.
That's the thing. Going under the bridge is not illegal. Going over
No
the bridge
music.
is
It's
illegal.
not the illegal part. It's the fishing line that's there that you don't fucking see. That's
Oh,
No music.
It's YouTube non-copyright music. It's from YouTube.
okay. Do y'all
Well,
see
you
it?
don't have to play it if you don't want to. I don't care.
Yeah,
I didn't
you
know
know what, audio.
Put it in the
oh,
chat.
play along
Throw it in the
with
chat.
That's fine too.
You got to allow it. There you go.
Go
All
ahead.
right, let me make this
It's
big
still
person.
only like 360 type view on.
Yeah, it's gonna be low quality right now.
Give
Yeah,
it about 2 hours and play it.
What is it? 360. Yeah, 360.
Dude, I want to dive down there. Oh my god,
Right next to that crane. Yeah.
dude! This summer we're flying this shit, dude. I am flying this shit this summer.
See that dip? I need to work on my settings. It totally dipped on me like that.
Well, so
did it
in
good.
beta flight, in our beta flight FPV quads, we've got tuning so that it takes that dip out. You know what I
Right.
mean?
I think I can lose that dip too. I just need to.
I think so too in the
I
range.
need to adjust.
Learning camera control or your pitch control, how you spin it around, getting your expo is the softening of that stick so that it's not so snappy. It kind of floats in and out. That's where you're really wanting it to change.
What was your range, Lon? What was your range? What
I
was
was
your
a
range?
couple thousand feet away. I was behind a building. Actually, at the end here, it kind of comes up where I was. Hold on. I was behind that tall building to the right. Yeah, shoot. Tall building to the right. There's that pavilion-looking thing. And
Yeah.
I was in a cubby. You can almost see me. I was in a cubby between those two buildings there.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's
So
nice.
I got a couple thousand feet hiding behind those buildings, flying behind buildings. So I'm pretty happy with the range and stuff.
Dude,
This-
the range has been like
This is me
crazy.
flexing range right here. I'm flexing the range. I'm just flying around right now. I was like, let me just fly around. Let me break a couple rules. I'm gonna fly over this freeway. Fuck them. I'm gonna fly over this road. I should have went under the bridge there, but I was just checking the range. This actually the first thing I did when I got there. I flew it around to see if I was gonna get breakup or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know,
It's
I
still
wanted to
fucking
make
good,
sure.
though. It's still good though, man. Fuck.
Yeah,
Oh,
I hear you
Jesus.
down there.
Look how close
Nice.
to the water you are.
Nice.
Look how close to the water you are. Fuck.
Nice.
Oh, Jesus.
See, I'm so gonna FPV this shit.
Oh, what's going on here?
That's just that's got nothing to do with my video or.
And I don't mean FPV DJI. I'm FPV in this shit this summer.
Hey, crane.
We're ripping. Holy fuck, dude.
I need to work
2
on that.
hours. 2 hours. I can be flying this shit.
I did better on this side. Not good though.
Oh, you're handling it
You're
like
getting
the
the
air
for it, though, dude. You're getting that cinematic flow, and
I'm doing
you're
pretty
feeling the
good.
drone out. That's
Right.
good, dude. That's
I'm
good.
not centering my shot though. I'm not getting the shot I want. You know what I'm
That'll
saying?
all come, dude. It's that
Yeah,
yaw
right.
and roll mix. Now,
You're
there
still
is a
yawing,
yaw
man.
and roll mixture in your settings. There's a setting that mixes your yaw and roll.
Yeah, that's
You
only
have
in
that
sport
on,
mode.
Rob?
Mike. That's only in sport mode.
Only in sport mode. Okay.
Yeah, I'm flying in manual. I don't even
What
touch
You go in the manual, it's all over. Okay.
You didn't fly in manual at all yet?
That was the question I had.
I do. That's all. That whole video was in manual. I don't fly in sport or normal. I take off in normal and I land in normal, and that's it.
Yep.
You did a fucking good yaw. I'm telling you.
Oh,
that was,
dude, he can rip that FPV quad, dude.
I'm trying. You know, I'm not setting up my shots. right.
For one,
You know what I mean?
it's all just time.
Still good to me.
FPV's so different, you know what I mean? And that thing floats so different than a cinematic type rig. I've flown both DJI and FPV, and dude, it's a whole new world for me. To mix the two of them together is it's a feel for it, man. You got to get a feel.
I'm just learning how to do like the boomerang effect with it.
I ain't
you go
even got 5 packs on the DJI FPV rig, so
I'm just learning that with the Tony Whoop, and that's fucking hard. I'm sorry. People say it's easy. That's hard. Do it.
All right.
Do it. Boomerang. Fucking try it.
I keep trying to do inverted yaw spins, you know. But with this drone, it's really hard because it's heavy. So the minute you cut the prop, it drops.
Wait till I start pushing over. Oh my god! I flip the switch and it's over. You know what I mean? My brain's gonna go to FPV, and I'm gonna start flying it that way. And smash the fuck out of this. Dude.
Look what Edge is saying.
So
in about 2 years, bro.
I'm scared, bro. We got 2 DJI refreshes in 1 year right now.
I don't have camera refresh on any of my drones. No.
I got
Me either.
I did it for the DJI FPV quad.
I don't have it either.
I didn't do it for any of the others.
Me either.
But
Never
I did it
done
for
it.
the FPV quad.
If you
Just
do
because
practice,
I don't
you
wanna
know
push
how to
it
fly a
limits.
drone, why buy the camera refresh? I mean, I
I don't
understand.
get to push its limits, dude. It's $250. I get a new drone. $275. I get a new drone.
Just
I
buy
buy a
another.
new refresh, and I've got 3 more for the next year.
Yeah, I'll just buy another one.
I think
Yeah.
$250 can buy a lot of arms for the thing.
I'm sure. I wish I
10
could
of
do
them.
them myself. When the parts start coming out, this thing will be,
You're
dude.
selling the
You'll see FPV guys jump in the boat like crazy.
Yeah,
When
Cloud
the
City
parts come
drones.
available to be able to solder and tinker themselves. That this thing is going to go crazy, dude.
Yeah.
They're selling the loaded arms right now. With
Yeah.
motors and everything in them right now.
For like 20 or 20.
Oh, really? With the motors and everything?
$30 a pop.
Yeah.
God damn.
But
Yep.
the problem is availability currently.
And
That's
I
a
thought
big
people get
problem. But they're on the market.
Let me get this correct. Is it carbon fiber?
No.
No,
it's a
Germs plastic.
polycarbonate. It's a polycarbonate plastic.
Okay.
Fiber and
Plastic, just like our props.
It's
The
Mavic
same thing we
plastic.
use for props for your FPV drone that go through trees. It's a
Yeah.
polycarbonate, so it is fairly durable as far as a plastic, but
Okay.
in its structure, it's less durable than a prop. You know what I mean? Because a prop's
Flex
way in
wise.
front,
Flex wise.
it's back.
Flex.
Yeah, it's all about same way they make cars, dude. It's all flex points and pressure points and this and that. So, and that's where FPV drones have come so far. Is the frames used to be so basic, and now they've restructured them so that the brace points
They're
are so
pivot
much
points.
different because they beat them up and know where they're breaking. So they've restructured those areas. A lot of testing and this and that. Whereas this has got no testing. You know what I mean? It's hands-on test. What 6 months is testing? No, there's a lot of testing to do on this thing. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to change something every time that you make something, and that's why they R&D so much. You know, so
And even
R&Ds.
even when you go to refresh, so you change an arm out. All right, so I crashed it. I beat up one arm. Now I'm putting a brand new arm on. It's got a brand new motor. I got 3 other motors that got 50% wear on them. How's that going to make it handle? You can't adjust that anymore because you don't have the capabilities like Betaflight. Betaflight, you can tune a little bit. Tune out some of the noise and shit. So, I mean, there's pros and cons, and there's a lot of aspects where I think this is going to be good, and it's going to be its own platform, but it depends on how much DJI lets us in or what they come up with. It's their first run, so there's a lot of potential for it, dude. I'm enjoying the hell out of it so far.
Right. It's a lot
Really.
of pause. Okay. You know, DJI Care Refresh. I want to make this very clear. I turned in DJI Care Refresh before.
Yeah, it's not too low.
Right? Okay. You send your drone to the service center. They look. Now you have choices. You can either have them evaluate it and let you know how much it would cost to fix, and then you can decide if you want to use your refresh or have them fix it. Or if you're in a hurry, you can tell them right up front, you know what? I want a new drone. And then as soon as they get your drone, they'll send you a new one. Now, if you have them evaluate it, they'll hit you with a bill of $50, $100, whatever it is. And at that point, you can just say, oh, well, fix it. You know, but like I said earlier, guys are getting those arms replaced for $47.
Right.
And if you have Care Refresh, they pay the shipping both ways.
$47 to us is like a new motor and an ESC for a fucking FPV quad, dude. Straight up.
Yeah,
you
but
got arms, EXCs on the arms. It's a new motor, a new arm, and
Do you want it fixed and brought back?
It costs more than that.
Because once something gets a little crack or something, it's fixed and everything, it has that weak point. So do you want it fixed and you want it brought back?
What part are they sending you is the question. That's what it is at that point. Are they sending you the entire arm? Or are they just sending you a new motor? Or that's where you're at. But that's in your, and what they've evaluated as far as what's wrong with it, I'm sure, as to what they recommend for what you buy.
I'll just buy another one and use spares.
If it's a new arm, well, there might be some stress points in some of the other parts, but from what I see, the construction, they've got some pretty good break points as far as where it's going to pop. If you break an arm, from the crashes I've seen, it's usually just an arm. Most of it's going to snap right back together.
Okay, let me ask you a question. If you break a prop, do you just replace that one prop or all four?
I only replace the one that's needed. Especially at $15 for four props. Yeah, you're replacing the prop that's bad.
No, I mean I
replace.
You'll check them over
because when that one prop breaks, it's been on there as long as the others, right? Yep. So it breaks, you replace it. I replace all four.
Well, why did it break? I guess if you crashed it and you broke it, that's one thing. If it just broke on its own, I mean, I'm with you if it broke on its own.
That one cracked right there. Cracked right there. Do you see?
Yeah.
That cracked, and I'll replace all four.
I agree with you. I'm not cheap.
We fly them all.
I hope nobody thinks I'm cheap. I'm not cheap. I'm more than happy to replace all four. I told my nephew Pro 4 sets of props. No, 5 sets of props. The kid got 5 sets of props with the drone, brand new. I don't play around. I got 4 sets of props for this drone.
I got 4 sets of thing too.
I got 5 sets of props for each drone. For each drone, I got 5 sets of props. I got them.
Never enough propellers, man. Better to have them and not need them than need them and not have them. They're small.
I fly FPV, and I know how much I plan on crashing with this. So when I did that, I got the 2 sets of props that came with it. I ordered arms today and had the opportunity to order more props and did not.
Damn.
What does that tell you?
I don't know. You can't bend them and send
that's
them.
Because I don't plan on flying it like my FPV rigs. On my FPV rigs,
not yet.
I'll take 6 sets of props per drone when I go.
Not yet.
But I plan on beating them shits up.
A little bit of intelligent turtle mode, and
so
Mike's gonna send it. Mike's gonna send it.
The Mini One I flew for a year. I had 92 flights on it. I flew with the first set of props that came with it the entire time. 92 flights on the Mini One. And I crashed it once, and it still had the same set of props on it.
Yeah,
I hit a tree doing like a pan out, like one of the dronies. It did the orbit type thing, and it come around and smacked the tree. It dropped 60 feet into the grass. Oh. The same set of props were on it when I sold it.
Yeah,
I haven't changed the Air 2
Never changed
props yet. I haven't changed the Air 2 props yet. I haven't been stupid with that one yet.
Props are pretty durable, really.
Yeah.
Unless you see some major cracks or dings in them, you're pretty good. Like the flight that Tim did with the cracked prop, I had to change the damn prop. I at least look and make sure there's no cracks. But
hey, it worked.
I don't know. With some buddies hanging out, I don't know.
It didn't shudder at all. It didn't shudder at all on the way back. I couldn't.
Yeah, it flew well, dude. But yeah, I'd have changed that prop out. If it's got a crack like that, I'd have definitely changed it. But if it ain't got a major ding in it, I'm not worried about them.
Hey, the last thing about Gary Fresh too, they they go over the whole drone. You understand that, right? They're certifying that it's okay to fly. I'm not saying they're perfect. Don't get me wrong. DJI fanboy or not, I'm never going to claim any tech is perfect.
Right.
I'm a tech.
Right.
But they're liable. You know what I mean? They send you that drone back and you launch it and it falls out of the sky and cracks your kid upside the head. They're liable. They're going to go over that drone with a fine-tooth comb.
No. Not long when you were flying out there and you're doing that beautiful panning, you know what I mean, by the crane and that, you know what I mean, that building. I mean, were you pretty comfortable? Because you were flying in Accra, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Were you pretty comfortable?
Wow, that was fucking.
It's a nice drone, dude.
What do you mean?
It'll handle some stuff, dude.
No. I'm saying when you were flying, did you feel comfortable flying through there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, quite frankly, that was 4 minutes or 3 minutes of video, right? Bro, I had like 30 minutes of video. And then I whittled down to that 3 minutes.
He was having a good time.
So there was plenty of whoop, whoop, whoop.
Yeah, there's a sketchy video where he wasn't stable. That was the smooth footage, man. It's the highlights.
Maybe you should put a blooper video.
We do. We put up the highlights.
Blooper video. Blooper video. Put that in there.
A blooper
The
video.
blooper video would be like 27 minutes long.
Right? We're gonna have to do this one vlog style, man, just so it takes up some time and people stay interested.
A premiere. Do it as a premiere, man.
Yours are fun.
Dude, I've seen some sketchy corners and turns in this some of my raw video. But just like with the video I put up, that was 2 packs out of 4 that I flew at that point. So I took all the packs from this area and put them in there and took the highlights out of that. So there's a lot of sketchy video where it's like twitchy going through the air. I still had, I just finally took, I think, the stabilized or take the props out of view and whatnot. And so the video the next time was better. And there's lots of tuning you can do as far as settings and all kinds of stuff, dude.
Hey, Mike, give me a minute. Hey, Bill, Ronan, thank you so much for coming in, sir. Have a good night, buddy.
See ya.
Yeah, dude, you just seen some of those bridge approaches.
Nice.
I came flying in about 80 miles per hour one time on that bridge,
shit.
and I had to go, yeah.
Oh, man, that was like you were saying, though. There's video that is like this or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
all
just saying I was
right.
all
He was
cocked like
talking how
this.
he wanted to adjust his rates so they weren't quite as twitchy or whatever.
Right.
So, and that's learning the rates or the way the controller handles. You can
It's
adjust
between you and the drone.
Yeah,
Look at
there's
that race
like
motorcycle.
4 different adjustments
like
that you can do on it.
Yep.
So, as far
Now
as
the question is,
handles
did
and-
you buy after your flight? Did you buy a lottery ticket
For
for saving your drone and coming home with the drone? I would have bought it.
oh man, I don't think I really took that many risks. Are you kidding me? Have you seen people like Dobo or some of these other guys?
Yeah.
Cole? Did you see
They've been
Cole?
pushing the limits of them drones.
Yeah.
Did you see Cole's
I saw that.
video? Holy crap!
Yeah. Guys.
Yeah.
All
They
right.
got the money.
I'm
Good
getting
night, buddy.
sleepy,
Thank you
boys.
for coming in, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me, Adrian. Guys,
Yes,
always
for
a
my
pleasure.
pleasure, man. Have a good night,
See you
buddy.
later, bro.
Okay.
Wow, I finally subscribed to your channel, man. I didn't subscribe.
That's pretty funny. I don't put out that many videos anyway, so I
Good
don't.
thing you keep popping that link up, Adrian.
That's how it works.
Yeah, but the thing
What
is,
happened? What was that, Mike?
I said, good thing you keep popping that link up.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, to subscribe to your channel because Chuck just finally subscribed.
Okay.
Well, Lons, yeah.
I've been subscribed to Lon for like a year, and it said I wasn't. They're doing that
pretty
purge
funny.
traffic.
Yeah.
See you later,
Well,
Jay.
guys.
Come in, buddy.
Bye. Peace out.
I wasn't taking that many chances, to be honest with you. That bridge is a solid
Yeah.
12 feet off the water, I bet you.
Yeah, but I'm always afraid of the fishing line that's hanging
Oh, yeah.
down.
There were 6 guys fishing off the bridge when I flew underneath there. I don't know if you've seen them. There was a bunch of guys fishing off the bridge.
Yeah. You'd have probably sliced their line. They'd been like, wait, I got a point. They just snapped up and they're like, where'd it go? That motherfucker snapped it quick, dude. He was a big. They'd have been running home to the wife. And I missed him tonight again, honey. Sorry about the fit.
Hey, Lon, I do have a question. That river, was that between the river that separates
That's the Grand River, isn't it?
Detroit and Canada?
Yeah.
Is that the one?
No. That's what river is that, Mike? I can't think of the name of
Is
the
it
river.
the Grand?
River.
No, my river's the Grand. Yes, he's talking about that runs by Detroit.
Oh,
The Detroit River, I think.
Saginaw River runs down.
Yeah, it's called something. You can look it up on the map. I don't remember off the top of my head.
It changes like 3 times along the way down from Saginaw down and runs down into Detroit and whatnot.
Oh, it runs a long way.
It goes from here and then runs down into Detroit.
Yeah.
So it comes out of the Bay City Harbor, Bay City Bay, then runs down to the Saginaw River and Fleet. Yeah.
Saturday night. Yeah,
the Grand was over by land.
We're showing our age now, bro.
You know?
Bay City.
No, man, that wasn't that chancy. I mean, like I said, there was about several approaches. Like I had to slow down because I was coming in hot, boy. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna, and I was like, yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. Let's look at a little sketch. Yeah,
man, I'm scared shitless of it going over water, man. I'm scared shitless. As you can see in the live that we did at Somerset, he's like, "Are you first time over water?" I was like, yeah. I was scared shitless.
Yeah. I won't co-sign them, but I will say that they've improved greatly. DJI has. They used to be effed up over water. It depends on how clear the water is, though. That river water like that, it reads it like the ground, bro.
Yeah,
it reads it like the ground.
Yeah, in the ocean, I'll be a little bit afraid to go in close because it's see-through, so it's like straight there.
You got to watch it. That's how I forget his name off the top of my head. That's how he lost his drone. He left the control. He was windsurfing. He was windsurfing and tracking himself, and he left the controller on the beach, and the controller fell, and it pushed the
arm
down, and the drone went whoop, right into the water because the water was so clear. You know, and he had an active tracking him and shit, and he left the controller and it fell. He got DJI to replace his drone. He had 100,000 subs, so he just kept bitching until they replaced his drone.
Yeah, they would.
Yeah,
damn, that would shit me.
That was pretty funny though. He's like, I don't understand why it didn't stop. I don't understand why it didn't stop. I go, what do you mean, dude? It saw the ground like 10 feet under the water.
And it went down, you dumbass. I mean,
dumbass, you don't do that shit. How about quit being such an asshole and get some friends so you can have somebody on the beach watching your drone follow you instead of
holding your remote, dumbass. Yeah, holding your remote. That's unreal.
Jackass. Clown boy.
I'll be right back. Oh,
yeah, 4K 60 though is where it's at, in my opinion. It's just they're really big file sizes.
I left the damn FPV drone at 4K 60. I didn't change the settings or anything. I just left it at stock. And I'm like, 3 minutes, 18-second videos. They're all 4K 60 frames, trying to load it up and render and this and that, pull it all together. I'm like, dude, this shit's like lagging like crazy. And then my computer and Adobe both needed updating. So by the time that was done and my AMD processor updated, I was like, and then when I updated the processor, I got this line through the middle of my damn screen because it went into demo mode on the AMD. And so I'm like trying to pull up video files and watch the rendered video. I'm like, why the fuck is this line coming through the middle of my shit, dude? And then I go to load it on YouTube and it's like, fine. I'm like, what the hell? So I'm over there blowing up ads. I'm like, what the fuck is going on with my shit? You help me build this. You know what I'm using. What the hell's going on? But so, yeah.
Do you ever shoot in 1080-30? Do you ever shoot in 1080-30?
I usually shoot it at 60 frames, like on the DJI. And then like my FPV is all like 720 or 960, this or that. So it's all low res. So none of that has any problem. So it's all like the GoPro footage and whatnot. But usually GoPro, I try to run at 2.7, and this computer has no problem with it. But pulling that 4K 60 in and trying to play with that, even rendering it down to 2.7 was like, it was like chink, 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 chink. Hold on, I was like, catch up, chink, chink, chink. Yeah, it was chopping it up.
I always do 1080-30, and then it renders in 720.
Well, yeah, you can render it up. I just never changed the setting in the way that the goggles and all that shit on the DJI FPV that it recorded. And when you set it up and just do it stock, it's automatically at 4K 60 frames per second.
Auto.
So I was like, oh shit, dude. 3 minutes and 18 seconds a clip. I got 20 minutes of video and 3 minutes 18 seconds per clip. So they're all pieced together. Yeah, dude. It was easy to edit because as far as, you know, I could just pull this one up and take a clip and take a clip and put highlights in, you know. But,
hey, Gary, listen. Hey, Gary, you're not alone. Listen, man. I'm actually still working on a video that's only 3 minutes, 45 seconds. And I've been uploading this video to do in 4K since 2:30 p.m.
Oh, well, with your internet, that's understandable.
Yesterday.
I need to get some ice and take a piss. I'll be right back.
Holy crap.
That's understandable with your internet, man. What's your download speed? What's your download speed?
Bro, download is 5.0.
What?
And upload is 0.2 something.
Oh my God, man. Did you call the Flintstones up to fucking repair it yet?
My dude, listen, this is the only crap.
Your house soon, brother.
This is the only crap that I get here, man. It sucks, man.
God damn. Oh my God. That is
matter of fact, listen, hey, if I turn the Wi-Fi on my phone right now, I will start lagging. Like I will see the signal will drop right away on the stream.
Turn the Wi-Fi off. Turn the Wi-Fi off. Your modem. No, I'm saying from your modem.
You're not listening. The Wi-Fi is off. I only have it connected to the Ethernet directly to the modem.
Right, but I'm saying there's still a setting where you have the Wi-Fi on. Turn it off. That'll bring you more upload speed.
Yeah, you're splitting your bandwidth between Wi-Fi and Ethernet, whether you use it or not, because it has to be available. You know, if you turn it off, then everything will go to your Ethernet.
Thank you.
And how do I do that?
Turn off the Wi-Fi in your modem, in your settings.
When you're on your computer, type in 10.10. I can't remember. I got it saved.
Yeah, me too.
I got it bookmarked. So
yeah, let me find it.
You don't have Xfinity, do you? Because Xfinity, you can get it through their. You can get it on their app. You can control your modem from the app, which is kind of cool.
Yes. Go into your settings. Go into C Drive, and you can find it in there. And once you open that up, I can walk you through. I'm pretty sure. No, just do command in your startup menu. What the fuck?
And your password should be.
There it is. Edge got it. Put that in. 192.168.0.1. That's what it is. Yep.
Oh.
I just found it. I bookmarked it a long time ago.
Hold on.
Yeah, I bookmarked mine too. I know why mine's 10. I got gig speed.
Oh, you got fucking godly speed, man.
Yeah, dude. I wasn't playing. I got tired of jerking. I don't even have any reason for it. I live alone, you know. But I got like 30 devices on my Wi-Fi.
Yep, that's how I am. I live alone and I turn my Wi-Fi off. Fuck it.
I got lights. I got 18 bulbs. I got all these stupid Google Home Minis and Google Hubs and freaking garbage and 2 printers and a cartridge and a pantry and
oh, it burns them. It burns them. I'm telling you. Oh,
yeah, I got like 30 things on my Wi-Fi at all times, and then like I got like 8 or 9 things on a switcher, an Ethernet switcher.
Cool. All right. Well, I got a 8-port switch, and it's working beautiful.
I love my switch, man. You got to spend the money though. Some guys they try to go too cheap, and try to go
No,
too cheap
it's
on the
not cheap.
cords too. Don't cheap out on the cords either.
Do
I went
not
to Cat
cheap.
6 on mine. I went to Cat 6 on all my cords now. I replaced them all this year.
I'm all Cat 6. All
Yep,
Cat 6.
they're all Cat 6.
Just don't
All
go
Cat-
over 100 meters and you're fine. It doesn't matter.
Yep.
Over 100 meters, you're done.
You
But-
don't have to worry about it.
Nope. It's good, man. I like my setup here. But
Yeah,
I'm
me too.
down to 2 monitors soon. So I have a monitor for my laptop over there. So I can connect everything, all my printers. So that laptop's going to be just for my printing. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And my fun shit will be here. Yeah.
Yeah, my YouTube video, I uploaded it, 20 minutes ago now? What's it been? 20 minutes, 25 minutes ago? I'm already on 1080p.
So
Is
I'm
it?
building that Raspberry Pi, Tim. So I
Yeah, I am.
the computer. Just use that
That's
as
what
a
I'm doing.
computer.
That's what I'm doing. And then the other ones that I don't have hooked up or networked, I'll use the laptop. So
Right.
the V2 is going to be all set up. That's going to
But
be.
it's nice to have the laptop there for a dedicated like slicer and shit like that. Anyway, for
That's what I want for the CRV2 or CR10 V2. I want one laptop dedicated to that because that's my biggest one. 400. Fuck it. I can keep on going.
big build plate.
Mhm. Oh, it has. Rendered.
I think I figured it out. Give me 1 minute.
Matt Cumno says I've got the funds. The Air 2 is for sure. Question is, do I buy the DJI FPV?
That's totally up to you, brother. It's totally up to you, brother.
Well, Matt
Jim,
got
how good of a laptop do you want?
Matt got an FPV bug already down there too. So. The alien, right?
Dude, this
I got
is
an HP, man. I got an HP, so it's good. Hey, Lon, check out your video. It just went to 1080, brother.
as I told you.
Yeah.
It was
How?
1080 like 5 minutes ago.
That's
So
fucking
I don't
crazy.
know what everybody's doing, man. I don't have any problem with YouTube getting my shit together like quick.
That's crazy. Yeah, but you got
That's why I'm
basic.
building the Pi, Ed. I
You got
gotta
internet
get off
from
my
out
ass,
there.
I know, brother. I just got to get off my ass and finish the Pi. I did get the XT60 connectors in. I just got to get back on that now.
I just got the new firmware for the BL Touch from Sean. He sent it to me, but I got to install it on the B2 now. And then
I gotta
everything
upgrade shit.
start being set up. It's got to be put on, but I've been so fucked this weekend. This was like a party weekend. Man.
I haven't upgraded my BL Touch since I put it on.
But you don't need to. Well,
Yeah, I haven't updated the Ender either. It's been since I put the BL Touch on. I've left it alone. The only thing I've done is direct drive.
holy
that's
shit.
just tuning.
You might need the new software there, buddy. What the hell?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I haven't updated nothing. A new firmware.
Just remember not to change anything when you put it on the SD card. Don't change anything.
But I see profiles quite
Yeah.
regularly.
Yeah. No, we changed one word and it bricked it. And then it took us about 5 minutes and we went to the original and just kept it the same, put it in, started up. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me and Sean were shitting ourselves. Just, oh my God, is it going to turn on? Is it going to turn? Yep, it did.
Yeah, that's another reason why I'm so not going to go with regular SPV. I don't want to buy a 3D printer. I don't want. I'm mostly kidding, but it's like, God dang, it's like, you buy one thing. It's like
Get
when I
into
started.
one hobby, you end up with three.
Then you had to learn to be a mechanic. Then you had to learn to be a body shop guy. Then you had to learn how to clean your own tires.
Yeah.
Then you had to learn how to.
man.
It's like, oh,
Yeah, but back in the day, man, back in the day, we didn't have these. We couldn't say, oh, can you help me change my motor out? No, you had friends down the road. They come over with a block and tackle and fucking done. And that was in 5 hours, changing a fucking motor. Diff, rear, no, the rear took longer. But we had it all day done in a day. So now you send that to a mechanic, oh, it'll be a week. Fuck off.
It costs you $2,000 in labor.
Yep, costs you a 30-pack or a case of or a slab of beer. That's all it costs.
It's always an option too. You got how many days on Amazon if you buy it there? Customer satisfaction guaranteed. Return anything.
Oh, that's what I was going to tell you.
Unfortunately, you do get to pay it like a shelving fee sometimes or something like that.
Do you? Every time? How long it stays on the shelf?
No, for them to restock it back into rotation.
Oh, okay. All right, I get you.
I was going to tell Chuck this. He bought his FPV from Best Buy. I don't know if this is common knowledge. 365-day return policy.
Yeah. Yep. They're doing a full year right now. Yep. Through Best Buy.
Damn.
That's insane.
Very.
People are like, because I almost took this thing back.
All electronics. All
it's all right, but I don't know if it's for me. And then I saw I had 365 days to return it. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it's all their electronics right now. So
I'm
TVs, all that shit, computers, all that kind of crap.
I thought Matt.
Insane.
Yeah.
I thought Matt Cundiff had a 1-inch sensor. I thought he had the Pro.
No, he has a Zoom, I think.
We don't have yet. I don't have 1-inch sensor.
Yeah, Best Buy, Matt. 365 days to return. And people are like, well, there'll probably be a restocking fee. I've never paid a restocking fee at Best Buy. Because when I return shit, it's broken. Whether it is or not. You know, they don't charge you restocking.
There's a reason.
That's
they
right.
don't charge you restocking if it's broke.
Holy shit, I did it.
If you just go in there and say,
just a return, like, you know, a product exchange and warranty type thing. Always falls on. But their warranty, I think, is the same right now. For warranties, is $365.
Who, Best Buy?
Yep.
That is
It
insane.
depends on the manufacturer.
Yeah, if you buy their manufacturer, right?
It doesn't matter because it's still under warranty. If they're gonna let you return it in 365, that's basically a blanket 1-year warranty.
Yeah, it double coverages you, but you're guaranteed to get the product quick too.
Yeah,
You'll be good at reality.
Yeah, pretty much right out the door. If they've got it in stock, you're good.
Yeah, or you at least got a gift card. I took my Rilo back about a month ago. I forgot I even had the stupid thing. It was laying around my house, and I looked at it, and they quit supporting the app. Well, I don't know if you remember the Rilo 360 camera. Yeah. And they they quit supporting it. I went to fire it up, and it didn't want to work. So I walked into Best Buy with just the camera, no accessories, no box, no nothing, and he cut me a gift card for $300. And I walked out.
Just with the fucking camera.
Yeah, I walked in with the camera, no nothing, no receipt, no nothing.
So when I went to order the DJI rig, I ordered it from DJI. It actually took longer. So if I'd have gone to Best Buy and used my cart there or however, whatever, it would have been in the store for me to pick up in 3 days.
Oh, 3?
3 days. That is what they said in my store is 3 days.
Pre-order.
Yeah.
3 days.
Well, no, it wasn't pre-order. It was after it was already out. But
okay. Hey, I got a question. I got a question.
It said 3 days. It took me like 11 days, I think, to get it from DJI.
I got a question. I want to know what is the best 360 cam to get because that's what I want. Because if I get into this FPV really big, like I think I will, because I'm an addicted
the one
person.
that Ron's got.
That's what I want.
Ron Lockwood has. That's the best one.
It's the 360 X2.
Yep.
X2. Hold on.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
Not the GoPro version. That shit.
A lot of people love the GoPro. It's hard to say. I mean, to each their own. If you're
it's so big though. It's
infrastructure,
not form factor. That's what people don't like about that. It's not form factor.
And if you have
Insta 360, what?
X2. Insta 361 X2.
Okay.
So spell out 1 and then X with a 2.
Yep, got it. I'll be getting that next.
Wait a minute. Are you going to put it on a drone?
On FPV, yeah.
I would look into it deeper then. I don't know if people are mounting that X2 on drones.
Well, what else you?
It's tall and skinny, so I don't know how
There's
that.
way better options.
What I want to do is put it right here because, like, if I'm walking, I'm doing my walk, so I can show people Australia. You know what I mean? Like around Australia.
So you do it for the vlog, not for the FPV drone.
And then when I get into FPV harder,
Yeah.
so I want to mount something on top of it.
Yeah, because it's not. I mean, it's probably pretty durable, but it's not GoPro durable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't put it on FPV.
GoPro's not necessarily durable when it comes to FPV to begin with.
What about
that's
Zoom? Put it on my
durable
what if I
drone.
put it on my Zoom? On top of my Zoom. Can I do that?
You could do that. Lots of people have done it.
Yep.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome.
PGY Tech sells them out to put it on there. PGY Tech that snaps on top, and then it has a quarter 20, at the top, so you can mount the camera on top.
I'll just print it. It should be on Thingiverse, so I'll just
It
print
is.
it.
Yep.
It is.
Even
No.
the FPV drone mounts are already out there for GoPros.
Yeah. The beauty of 360 for me is that you can pick your angle after the fact. I don't like 360 video though. Personally.
Hey fellas, listen. I'm about to go and call this a night, man.
Okay.
3 hours, dude. Adrian, man, you rock.
We having an after show? After show? Go off live and have an after
Yeah,
show?
we go off the live and we just hang out here over in the chat.
No, this is gonna be done. Finito.
What,
Done.
man? You taking off
Over.
for us? You gonna leave us hanging?
Adrian,
He's
check
gonna
your
leave us
PayPal.
hanging, bro.
Check your PayPal, Adrian.
What the hell is this, guys?
I hope you send him enough to cover the cost of
all
Well, I
adults.
just charged her for his
What the
breath,
fuck
dude.
is this?
So-
It's probably your best friend.
What the
drone
fuck?
for somebody like that.
Kick him out. Kick him out.
Hey, somebody do me a favor and block this son of a bitch. I don't know who that person is.
Yeah, somebody just made a fake account.
We're here on vacation in Nova Scotia, Halifax.
Yeah.
Old adult film star and loves to stream tonight, guys.
I guarantee you, it's him or one of
Put your back in your pants, buddy. Put your Peter back in your pants.
I think I saw him about a year ago. He was around the channels about a year ago, and now, yeah, because it's the same profile pic, same everything. It was about a year
You
ago.
gotta quit hanging with them rainbows there, Adrian. You're getting some weirdos in your chat, bro.
Fucking crazy. Hey,
Well, I've been hitting.
Them
You
guys
guys
that are free for anything.
Wait a minute,
hey,
why didn't
Adrian,
Yeah.
check your PayPal. Check your
why
PayPal.
is that content on
Hold on 1 second. I'm about to.
Adrian owes me money. So I hope you send him enough to cover the cost.
Shut up, Mike.
It won't even be out of pocket now, will it, Adrian?
Me too, Sean.
Like, all
I've
right,
seen-
cool, man. Thanks for helping out with the channel, man. I'll keep another drone on.
Yeah, Sean, I've seen him too, bro.
I'm telling you, it's your guys' boy in a alternate channel. He's got like 10 profiles he runs to troll people. 'Cause he's blocked on half the people's channels, under his normal 2 or 3 names. So he made some other channels so he can troll people's streams and on their channels and stuff.
So,
He's blocked.
Adrian, I was going to donate it to your channel, but then I'd have to give something to the wife because she paid for the shipping. So I just figured I'd charge you instead of charging her. It was easier for me.
I can't wait to see the shipping on that fucking printer. I'm gonna love the shipping. I'm gonna
Hey,
love
It was
it.
only $4.20.
Hey, Tim Jackson, thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man.
No worries,
Thank you
bro.
very much, bro.
Me supporting people, bro. I always
I
Oh,
love you too,
Lord.
man.
Look who we have now. Mr.
Oh,
White.
hey,
Get up.
Late nights with Adrian Cronauer.
Mr. Wanka.
Hello, boys. How are ya?
What's up, Bloody mate?
Pissy brother.
I just,
Beautiful swirl you got going for us, man.
I bet, thanks, mate. Yeah. Can you tell me if it's clean under there? I haven't seen under there yet.
The crunch can going. Good on you, mate.
It's about as scruffy as your goatee, man. I'm just letting you know.
Him and Art had a meeting. Him and Art had a meeting. Hey, let's grow goatees. Okay, Art.
Yeah, he's doing a good job, eh?
That's just coming up.
Hey, you nicking off, Adrian?
Yeah, but I'm about to go ahead and get off, man. I'm tired, man. Sleepy.
Yeah, I've been watching the stream, mate. But I just thought I'd pop in and say see you later to everyone. G'day to everyone. I'm
Good
having
to
fun
see you,
here.
Matt.
Oh, mate, what a beautiful day. I shouldn't be at work. You got to be kidding me.
Right?
Stunning.
I hate it when work interrupts the good days, but that's how it seems to be around here. The good time of the day is when I'm working, and then I get off work and the weather turns to shit.
Yeah,
That's how it always is.
Been crappy quite some time.
Michigan's like that, ain't it, Lon?
Yeah.
5 minutes, man, that's just crazy. Today was one of those days. They said 3 o'clock we were going to get hit. It was like 6, 7 before we started seeing storms.
I know. I was kind of mad. I mean, I'm not mad, but I was kind of like, I was going to go.
I was like, yeah, dude, I had a plan for it.
Yeah. But they kept saying it was going to rain. I didn't want to get in Grand Haven or some damn where.
You said you were good for travel. I was like, nah, man, it's going to rain in the afternoon on Saturday. By the time you travel, I'd hate to travel them up for this or that. And then Sunday's all day rain. I'm like, fuck it for the weekend, I guess, you know. So
it is what it is.
I didn't even bother hitting you up.
Hey,
Yeah,
JSK
I saw that. I figured that.
JSK is asking a question. Our brother from New Jersey. They asking a question.
Can anyone tell me when or why when I upload a video it plays choppy during the playback? Because the playback only gives you 720.
Yeah, but between 360 and your 720, depending on your internet connection.
So the best way to upload a video is to upload it and let it sit there. At the bottom right-hand corner, it's going to tell you when the HD version is complete. Then go check your video to see how it goes before you upload.
Oh, it gives you that option before you upload. Yeah.
Otherwise, you're waiting for the HD versions to upload. It'll do SD in a couple minutes and say SD's complete, but that's only like 360, 720.
144.
So, yeah, even 144, it may be blotchy as shit, but the longer you wait for that upload and let it sit there, the better off you are. I usually wait until mine's available in 1080. I'll keep checking back as it uploads. And the top right, it gives you the video and then the link. So you can hit that link and check and see when it's above 1080 or this or that. I let at least hit 1080 before I upload, depending on what the video is or, you know.
Mine takes a day to get to 1080.
If it's a Premiere, I'll make sure it's all the way before I even go. If you're
Premieres don't matter, remote. It don't.
Yeah.
Premieres, even if it's 4K and even if it's rendered off and processed at 4K, a Premiere will only ever come out at 1080.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, 1080, 60 frames per second.
Okay.
51 minutes on 4K right now.
51 minutes. Just to upload to YouTube, right?
Yep. Since they
upload. Just the upload to YouTube. That's after all the rendering he's done on whatever program he's used and yeah, that's a bit.
And that was an awesome video, Matt, that you put out. I like that one. That color grade, and especially when the rays of the sun came, and it was like a, it was sort of like a
that color video that he was playing with. That was
beautiful.
Cool. Colors are brought in.
Oh mate, that program that rocks, absolutely rocks, mate. There's so much I can do with it now. It's incredible.
It was like looking through a prism. It was cool shit, man, with the rays coming down.
So it's epic shot type videos and stuff, you know, that you want to do that with.
I actually haven't watched it on my 4K TV yet.
But if you want those epic shots where you're playing with it, you know, that's great for that.
Yeah.
Regular video, it's a lot of work though.
I had full vision here on my 1080s, and it came out perfect, man. And when I watched it, it was.
Could you imagine me trying to color grade like FPV video or something?
Oh,
it'd be like, yeah, it's crazy. We generally try to keep a color grade of a medium and go with it with FPV.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
when you're doing different shots and whatnot from different locations, it's nice because you can play with it more. And you can color grade each video and all that kind of shit. And
I've got to go. I'll catch you later, eh?
All right,
don't
Matt.
work
Take
too
care.
hard, brother.
All right, take it easy, man.
Good to see you, Zach. Catch you then. Bye bye.
All right, well, everybody in the chat, everybody that came in, man. Lon, Tim, Night Train, everybody that came in, man. Good night, buddy. Everybody in the
Cheers,
chat,
Adrian.
thank you so much for popping in. Thank
Take
you for the
care.
love and support. Tim, Metro Drones, Bill Ronayne, Ray Kelly. Thank you so much.
JSK, Chris Wedgeworth, Matt Cundiff, Edge
How you all
FPV.
doing, man? Thank you so much for
There's
the love
like
and support, buddy.
people beyond people. There's still 14 people watching.
Yeah.
currently. I mean,
Yeah.
like, at almost 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, there's still 14
Time for me
people
to go to bed.
I might have to start a live. I might have to start a live.
Daddy got to take care of the babies, man. Daddy got to take care of the babies. That's the adult thing to do.
Take her easy, Adrian.
So, Adrian, thanks for having us, man.
Take care, brother.
My pleasure, man. You have a good night, man.
Let me know
See
if you
ya.
have any trouble with them parts, brother.
All right.
Later.
Peace out, man.
Later, everybody.
Later.
Thank you so much, everybody, for coming into the chat. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Another great stream. Good night. See y'all later.